The following is a PodBeard production.
Two fries in the game! Look at my butt.
Heavy the laxative.
Father, what is this?
I do not know.
My blood moon is rising once again.
In a world where two ordinary gamers team up to fight the forces of boredom, this is their podcast, and this is their story.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hodder.
I'm Kaz.
And I'm not Kaz.
And this is Two Guys and Another Guy in a Game! What?
And I'm still not Kaz.
And I'm still not Kaz.
Why does everybody have to not be Kaz?
Because everyone wants to be Kaz. So
They don't want to spend $20 on cigarettes.
Ooh, laying it down.
Harshen the vibe already.
It's an intervention.
Wah, wah, wah.
We're not even recording a podcast right now.
Okay.
Think of all of the money you could save and spend on video games. Think about it. So many.
So, we're here with, in the Bowden Production Studios this week.
We are. Bowden Productions.
And, it's good to be back. Thanks for having us.
No, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for opening your doors to us and allowing us to be here so that we can then in return have you here as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, God. So we have a shitload of ground to cover today because we're actually going to be, I believe I'm going to call it a dissection of Nintendo Direct. The Nintendo Direct Dissect. Just see how that rhymes.
This might be our best episode yet.
Or the worst. Who knows?
No tangents from me, at least. We can't trust TJ after last week's episode.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry?
Sorry, mate.
Question mark?
You what, mate?
So, yeah.
Yeah, basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk a little bit because we haven't talked to Brandon in a while. So we're gonna
On the show, I
on
mean.
the show. I mean, I just talked to you like this morning,
Sunday.
Yeah, but since Brandon hasn't been on the show for a little while, we're gonna do a little catching up with him, and then we're gonna jump into it. There was so much shit that came out of that direct.
Yeah.
Not actual shit.
So much shit. There's not
so
enough
much
wipes
shit.
to clean it up.
There was some shit, that's for sure.
Oh, there was definitely some shit.
Oh.
I'm looking at you, Satoshi Tajiri.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
We got
laying it down.
I can't wait to hear about this.
I also can't wait to hear about this. So stick around for that. And of course, want to make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, leave us a like, and follow, and all that fun stuff. Because we like to have fun here on Two Guys at a Game, and we're gonna have a great episode. But Brandon,
In all honesty, I didn't watch the whole Nintendo Direct. I watched the parts I was interested in.
That's fine. That's
and
fine.
even with that, I still didn't like what I saw.
Oh, we're gonna have
Really?
we're gonna have an interesting debate here.
see, I thought it was.
It's mainly around one franchise right now. Oh. I'm very upset.
Well, before we talk about that, Brandon, what is new and exciting in the life of Brandon Bowden?
Well, I almost bought a PS4 Pro the other week.
Me too.
To what end?
I decided I didn't want to go and also buy a 4K TV, so I didn't get the PS4
I
Yeah.
see.
So then I almost bought a PlayStation VR headset.
Ah, okay.
And why didn't you buy that?
You know, the weird thing about the PSVR headset is I can't find a price for it. I went one place, it was $579. I went somewhere else, it was $379. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to spend on this.
Yeah. Huh.
So I just decided, you know what, I'll leave it for a while. I heard a lot of people getting motion sickness from it, so I'm like, I'll leave it for now.
All I know about them is from what Sam's told me. Sam Hudson. It's actually Sam Hudson. And he's basically been like, yeah, they're cool, but he's like, I can't really play for that long.
Yeah, because I heard the motion sickness gets to you. But I don't know if he has the Pro.
That I don't know.
Because I've heard the Pro.
Sam, if you're listening.
The Pro has extra processing power, which makes it a little easier on the motion sickness when it comes to the virtual reality stuff. Apparently, it's better quality, so I don't know how it works. I don't know how the brain works or how anything like that works, but apparently people who use it on the PS4 Pro don't get motion sick as quickly, but there is still some motion sickness.
Which is no good.
No, it's kind of annoying if you're gaming.
Well, yeah, the only experience I had with them is
I'd rather not game next to a bucket.
Well, yeah, that's just
Oh man, I love Gran Turismo. Oh man,
great experience.
Came second place in that.
Playing Skyrim over there. Fusro.
That's why TJ only plays his on his Amazon Echo now.
Use all of the potions.
Use all the cheese. Eat all the
all the
cheese.
cheese.
A dragon has appeared before you. What will you do? Kill it. The dragon has killed you in one hit. Damn it!
Shit. Well, I mean, I play mine in my Impala, as you guys know.
Is that distracted driving?
Yeah. Well, it's just like talking on the phone.
It's just like talking.
My Impala's like a bandit
Hands-free,
has
so I
appeared
guess-
before you. A bandit has appeared before you.
I guess
and
it's
is threatening your
hands-free.
life. Yeah,
So, yeah, that's not bad.
it is. It is. But like the only experience I have with like any
Can you
kind
imagine
of like,
somebody
a VR,
driving up next to you at a light? Boost Runner! Boost Runner! Fuck!
The fuck is
Mom,
wrong
what's
with
wrong with that guy? He's playing Skyrim in his car.
It's Skyrim Impala edition. But like the only experience I have with any kind of like the VR type shit is I went to it was like one of those like arcade places.
Yeah.
I don't remember the fucking name of it.
Oh, I went to a place like that in Markham.
Yeah, and they had like the actual headset games, and
Yeah.
like I mean, it was fun.
I think for me, the most fun, they're too gimmicky.
Yeah,
And I really like the simulators, like the job simulators.
those look funny.
They are fun.
I want
They're
the
a lot
bum
of fun.
simulator.
I think it was like I went to the place in Markham with the VR and all that. I think we had like an hour.
Yeah,
We rented it for like an hour. I spent 45 minutes playing the chef simulator.
Oh, that's cool.
really?
It was so much fun. Yeah, because you're sitting there and you're just a guy in a kitchen that has to like make food and then whip it out to the people sitting in the kitchen, right? So, and you can throw stuff at the people who are sitting there, your patrons at your restaurant, just throw bottles at them.
You want a
Then-
carrot?
Then do they leave?
No, they'll sit there. Hey, I'm trying to enjoy my meal.
I'm
Throw
still
them
gonna
at
give you 5 stars on Yelp after I leave.
This food is really good, but you need to stop throwing bottles at me.
Gets 4.5 stars on Yelp. 'Cause, you know,
Food was really good.
Virtual
Chef
Yelp.
kept on throwing projectiles at me.
projectile chef restaurant. Yeah, but they seem cool. But I get what you're saying.
It's just gimmicky. I don't think I'd bring it. I don't know if I really want to bring it into my house because of how much I'd use it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'd use it maybe like 10 or 12 times and like it would kind of collect dust.
Yeah.
From it.
Then they just sit there, and that's a lot of money to just have sitting around not doing anything for you.
Exactly, and I have enough of that sitting around doing nothing for me right now. So
Argo, this no, I don't even know what I was pointing at. This water bottle, no,
that coffee,
this coffee, but that Kaz is drinking.
like I gotta,
And I'm the one who smokes.
My
Coulda fooled me.
apologies. That hasn't happened to me in a long time. So what else is new and exciting with you? Anything on the console front? Anything else other than obviously what you were just talking about?
yeah, just beat Arkham Knight on for PS4.
Well, that's cool.
I just beat that. I should have probably started with Asylum, but
Is what it is.
because that was my first Batman game I played was Arkham Knight, so I played like the last one.
Okay.
So, good game. I liked it. Some parts were really hard, but I kind of went in not knowing what I was getting into until I was just in there. But so I like the story. The story was really good, and the characters are really well thought out, and really well done.
It's a great game. Like and
Yeah.
it's been really, really well received too. That whole series.
Yeah, and they did a good job on it as well. Like with Arkham Knight, like your main antagonist is Scarecrow, and what's great about Scarecrow is you literally don't. I think you go through the game not thinking you can beat him until the end of the game.
That's nice.
Like he does not bend. He's just threatening the whole time, and it's just like, oh man, like you'll complete different tasks, and it's like, okay, maybe he's gonna be like, oh, what are you doing back? Like maybe you're gonna throw him. He doesn't get thrown off till like the very end of the game, and it's very frustrating, but it's also kind of compelling.
Because every time you think he's just that daunting boss, you know, because it's like you're like, okay, the whole game you're getting ready to try and fight him, and then
Yeah, and then the way they implemented Joker into the game was genius because he's dead. If you haven't, I'm not even worried about spoilers at this point. If you haven't played
No.
Arkham City by this point, that's
you're probably not going to.
exactly. But yeah, Joker's already dead. But since you inhaled some of Scarecrow's fear toxin, you're facing your greatest fears basically like that. So Joker just follows you around the whole game and basically your like inner voice.
Wow.
Is that
that's
Mark
pretty
Hamill's Joker?
Yeah,
Good.
That's nice.
Mark Hamill.
AKA the best Joker.
The only Joker.
Fight.
Like this is it's crazy to think that Joker plays a bigger part in a game dead than he did as the main antagonist in the game.
But it's a cool
Because he's there
it's a
the
cool
whole time,
vibe,
basically. Yeah. Like you go and you'll finish a mission or something like that, and he'll be sitting there like, "Well, bats," like he's always there.
Well, Batman.
Yeah, I can't do a good Mark Hamill.
His is the best. Mm-hmm. But what about like what separates it from the other Arkham games as far as like mechanic wise? Like is it still like a lot of
It's just upgraded.
Yeah.
From what I could tell, I've played a tiny bit of Arkham City, but it's just updates. It's just upgrades and everything. They did a lot. Like I think they upgraded detective mode a bit. The combat's a little different, not too crazy though. Mm-hmm. It's very much the same game. It's just a continuation of the story. But I would definitely say if you're going to play the Batman games, do them in order, because I got a little lost story wise because I'm like, well, what the hell's going on?
Wait, why is Joker dead?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, Joker's dead. Okay, so I'm not taking on Joker. And then the Arkham Knight story is pretty good too.
Yeah. Well, it's all like they're revered as just amazing stories and amazing games and combat wise. Like there's so much going on in those games.
Yeah, like you take out Arkham Knight like maybe 3/4 of the way through the game. Mm-hmm. You take out Arkham Knight, and I haven't finished this part of the game yet because like it's not a part of finishing the actual campaign. Mm-hmm. But Deathstroke takes over for Arkham Knight after you take out Arkham Knight. I'm like, really, Deathstroke?
Wow.
Out of all people, really?
Deathstroke's a great fucking villain.
No, it seemed random to me that it was just.
I prefer him.
Well, Arkham Knight's you took out Arkham Knight, and we need somebody to take over for these mercenaries now. So here's Deathstroke.
Is he all like, oh?
The only time I've seen him so far in the game is when you die. Because when you die in the Batman games, one of the villains comes up and just on a black screen, he's just like, "Oh, they mock you basically for dying."
That's
You suck.
And like in this game, if you die like just randomly, the Joker will be like, "Come on, Bats, we gotta go." Bats! Oh no! If you're dead, does that mean I'm dead too?
it's like Rick and Morty Batman edition.
Yeah, pretty bad. Like Joe.
Oh jeez! Oh Batman, if you're dead, does that mean I'm dead? I guess so, Morty.
I guess so, Morty.
Yeah, but if you die, Joker will be there. It'll be Scarecrow will be there. It'll be Arkham Knight. It'll be Deathstroke or someone. It's just somebody to mock you after you've died.
That's pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Harley Quinn does it. Harley Quinn makes an appearance as well. So does Riddler. Riddler's the part of the game I don't think I'm ever going to finish.
Yeah.
There's 221 trophies
Oh my god.
to collect.
Jesus.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, no. And that's just like little side ones because you have a main, you have like a main Riddler mission, and you have to like save Catwoman from Riddler. And once you do that, you can do that whole thing in like 10 or 12 missions. But then he's just like, "Oh, I have a giant mech, and now I'm going underground. If you find all my trophies, then I'll fight you." Okay.
It's like, nah.
Nah.
Yeah, but I bought another game I want to play, so
Therefore, we're gonna have to
bye.
do this another time.
Yeah, no.
Goodbye.
It's definitely a finish it game. Don't
Yeah.
try and complete it. You could try and complete it, but it's gonna take a long time, and it's a little. Some of those riddles are pretty hard too.
And then there's those psychopaths out there that got a platinum it. You know.
Yeah,
Shout out to the prince that is king.
you
Once
can't. You
those
can't.
platinum
You have
hunters.
a platinum on Skyrim. You're not allowed to talk.
Once you give a
Yeah,
game
that's
to
the
him,
only-
though, he platinums it.
That's the only game I've ever platinum.
Yeah, but that's like one of the only games people who platinum games won't platinum.
It's not that hard though.
Eh.
It's really not that hard.
Yeah.
Oh, coming from you.
I wouldn't even try and get a gold trophy in Skyrim, much less a platinum trophy.
Well, that's just finishing the game. I think you get a gold trophy.
No, I've never even played Skyrim, so.
I know you should. You probably love it. Actually, you probably wouldn't. You don't like RPGs. You never have. You're not really. Oh, I like a.
I'm coming around. I got a Ragnarok game for Vita. I'm gonna try out. That's my new RPG. I'm gonna try out. My favorite, one of my favorite game
dark
franchises is an RPG. Technically, though, Pokemon's technically an RPG.
We don't talk about Pokemon on this podcast.
You're talking about Nintendo Direct.
No, we don't.
Huh?
We don't ever talk about Nintendo on this podcast. God damn it. We don't, Kaz. Shut up.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
They're gonna
We don't-
incorporate the Labo into the new Pokemon game.
No, they're not.
No,
God damn
they're
it. Oh my god.
Run around with a cardboard backpack full of cardboard Pokeballs. Wait, how does that even work? They're more like cardboard
doesn't.
blocks.
Yeah, you just throw them
And
at
then a
Pokemon
cardboard
and then they run
Pokemon
away.
pops out of the cardboard Pokeball.
Fuck me.
Cardboard Squirtle.
God, if he gets wet, he's ruined.
All the Pokemon are weak to water.
Or fire.
Or fire. You
fire.
throw out a Charmander, just running around on fire.
Grass and ice are both not really effective.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Shout outs to the Labo.
This is awkward. You're a Bulbasaur made of cardboard. Does it
Twice as-
hurt?
Is it twice?
Does it hurt?
Is he still grass type? So is he like ×4? Is he like quadruple weak against?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
So
Fire
that
now?
not only is he really weak against fire, but like
Is Squirtle just wet cardboard?
Yeah, he's just wet all the
man.
time.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But yeah, that's what
Sounds-
I'm playing. I'm playing something else too, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm sworn to secrecy.
Not yet.
Why, I don't know.
Because Brandon kayfabe.
You never did give me a reason.
Kayfabe!
You never did give me a reason.
Kayfabe.
Because we have so much to talk
Because
about.
we're
That's the
talking about
reason.
it on a later podcast.
Oh,
That's why.
Yeah.
Yes. But also, I meant to ask you when I was here on
episode 100 of Two Guys in a Game when TJ finally buys Spider-Man.
Kayfabe.
I didn't talk about it. I just said what it was.
Kayfabe. But I meant to ask you because I'm looking at it right now. How long have you had that Sega Genesis? Have you always had it? That Sega Genesis up there? Or was that even what
Master
that is?
System.
Ah,
That's the Sega Master System.
I thought it was a
That thing has been sitting in my spare room for years, and I just found it.
because that's cool. I saw it on Sunday, and I was like, I thought you'd had it for a while.
I've had it forever, but it's been in a box for years. So I found it when I was cleaning, and I'm like, oh, you know what? This has to go up with all the others.
That's cool. Yeah, that's
I
cool.
only got like 2 games with it that I found, but yeah.
All you need is 2. 2 guys and 2 games, or just 1 game.
But now I start the quest for HDifying all my old consoles,
Oh shit!
which is gonna be fun.
It's always a
How
tough.
does one even do that?
Well, you don't go to Canada Computers and buy their little ICANN retro HD upscaler. That's definitely something you don't do.
Because it didn't work, right?
No, it just made it look. It
Wow,
made
the
it look
graphics
somewhat
look so the same.
well.
they
the,
look so much worse.
the one console I really wanted to make look better was my GameCube.
yeah,
Okay, yeah. That's
So I
understandable.
bought this thing. I bought this upscaler, thinking, okay, I'll give it a shot. If it's bad, I'll return it.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers: I ended up returning it because when I plugged it into my GameCube, so I plugged the RCA cables into the back of the thing, then HD at the other side, and then into my splitter. And then I turned on my GameCube, and it looked okay at first. I'm like, okay, it's a little less blurry. And then I threw Wind Waker on just because I'm like, if it can help with Wind Waker,
Yeah,
it's
then
gonna
it's gonna look better.
okay on anything really. And when you're not moving in the game, it's like okay. And then you start moving, and then it's just kind of like there's ghosting,
Jesus,
there's a little bit of screen tearing. I'm like, okay, now we're done here.
we're done here.
And then I brought it back, and the guy that's working there's like, well, he's like, this was never gonna work. I'm like, well, okay, but you guys sell them.
But you sold it to me. Yeah, well, we do that so we can make money.
He's just like, oh, well, he's like, oh, RCA cables into an HD. It's like trying to plug in a VCR to an HD TV. I'm like, yeah, that's what I bought this for. It's supposed to. It's
That's
supposed
what
to,
this thing is.
This
for.
thing says it's supposed to help alleviate the problem, not make it worse.
So shout outs to them for being dicks, then I guess.
It was just the one guy. I understood what he was saying, and I kind of felt like an idiot to think it would have worked anyways. It was only $80. I'm like, okay, it's a really cheap option for.
Whoa!
something that-
Don't say only $80 on here. That's really sensitive. For
Listen,
TJ.
here's
okay?
the thing, okay? I went into EVX the other day and I saw a bid of $20 in under games, and I got
God.
really excited.
He got so excited.
Okay.
He was like, "Sweet."
I still didn't buy it, but
NBA 2K16,
So many
2K17,
sports.
2K18. Oh, sweet. And 2K19.
And
What?
then-
Wait, what's this doing in here? This must be a mistake. No, it's not a mistake, sir. 2K19 is $20. Yes.
See, I think when you have the technology, you need to buy like random games that are like $10 and cheaper and stream them. And I don't care like whether you wanted to play them or not.
Oh,
I want to
will.
watch you. I want to watch you struggle playing like NBA The Zone 09.
Hodder's cheap game challenge. No, you know what I will struggle to play, which is also leading into me asking myself what's new, because I have something I really, really need to talk about, and then it will lead into the other thing I want to talk about,
God.
which is
Are you playing
kind of points
NBA
to
The
this.
Zone 09?
I am not, but there is a old game that I am playing this week in preparation for something, which I cannot talk about quite yet. but
NBA
I
in the
definitely
Zone
soon
I can
1999.
neither confirm nor deny the existence of this video game.
I can confirm the existence because the game is for the NES,
The NES.
Okay.
and it is WWF WrestleMania.
They made a I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, neither did anyone else because it's a bad game.
There's a lot of bad games though.
Dude, oh my god, it is horrendous. It's not as bad as WrestleMania. It's WWF WrestleMania Challenge though. WrestleMania
That's what I
Challenge
say.
is unplayable. Whereas at least the WrestleMania game, it's like it's kind of like you can get through it. You can at least hit your opponent once in a while. Like
Yeah.
I was on the Giant going against Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And he
At least they actually licensed it out. It wasn't like, it wasn't like
Wrestling Challenge with Bogan Hogan.
Bogan Hogan and Andre the Gigantor.
No,
Andrew the Gigantor.
Yeah, no, it'd be like Randy the Gigantic Man. Like,
It'd be like, Tough Man, Sandy Ravage.
No, Nacho Man.
Nacho Man.
Nacho Man.
Nacho Man.
Andy Cabbage.
Nacho Man and
He's just
the
holding
huckster.
a bowl of nachos, and he's just like,
huckster,
yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good. Like, get ready for the jalapenos, bitch. What? Who is this guy?
Who are you? Nacho Man, Randy Savage. Oh, but like, it's just, I am playing it for a reason,
Yeah.
but I would love, like, I'm playing this game going, man, I'd love to stream this. Because it's so, like, it's just, by today's standards especially, it is literally unplayable.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of fun considering that, like, I'm playing as Monster Man Randy Savage, fighting
yeah.
Andre the Giant with horrible pixels.
Dig it.
And I can't even hit him because, like, it just doesn't connect. I'm like, oh.
Like, huh, 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 huh.
I'm just elbowing
thing
the air and nothing's happening.
No, see, but the great thing about like that era of gaming was like the actual non-licensed wrestling games and the non-licensed games were the best ones.
Yeah, I really hope that there's a couple games that I was playing like last Christmas from the NES that are just completely random sports games, but they're so like the way they are is it's just you literally just have to move your character back and forth and then press A at the right time. And there was one we were playing. It was like a volleyball
Is it like
game.
a track and field game? Or
Yeah,
something?
like there's some of those ones. I actually enjoy them because they're just like so much fun. But then like you learn how to like spike the ball, and so you just start pissing off people who don't understand what you're doing. So I'm just like literally jumping up, and it's such a racist game too because it's like got all the countries you can play as for teams. So like if you pick like China, it's like oh sorry your stats are low. But if you pick like Kenya, you can't lose. It's terrible, but it's an actual game. But it was actually so much fun because you just like you get to the selection screen, everybody's just trying to get to Kenya. You're just like Kenya. Me and my cousin are just like, this is so racist, but it's so fun.
The joke, the racist part here being is that black people are better than everybody else at sports.
Yes, and
White man
Sounds
shouldn't
like-
play
can you imagine
sports
just, like,
anyway.
it's actually hilarious. I can't remember the name.
Marathon running on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Everybody, quickly, Kenya!
Oh crap! I got that Dan Canadian. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, it's one of those games where if you get one of the North American countries, sorry.
You have an average.
Sorry.
You can still come in second or third, but you can't win.
Yeah.
You can never win.
You just won't be able to win ever.
That's why they just made the Winter Olympics so North Americans have a
So then
chance.
now, okay.
Oh,
Now
downhill
Canadians-
skiing, that's nothing. Luging? What the heck is luging?
No one wants to do that. Yeah, but so it's been interesting playing and then obviously I've still been playing Emerald, obviously. But I've talked about that enough
Are you
over
gonna
the last couple weeks.
Okay, but what you didn't talk about, are you going to do the Battle Frontier?
What's that?
He's not ready for that yet. Don't.
What the
don't,
fuck's
Don't melt his
Battlefront
mind.
there?
Don't melt his mind.
No, I wanna hear
Just
it.
let's
Tell me
talk
about
about
it.
how TJ killed a shiny Pokemon.
You killed a shiny.
Dude, I'm so fucking mad. No, I didn't kill him.
Oh,
for the
that's right.
last
It
time.
killed you.
Oh my god. Okay. So I'm just minding my own business.
TJ blacks out against a wild Pokemon.
Pretty much.
I'm just minding my own business. That actually happened to me the other night. I need to talk about it because I'm
It's
like
a traumatic experience.
I was so traumatized. So I'm going to talk about Pokemon real quick. So, I was minding my own business, training my champ. So I just evolved him,
Yeah.
and then I'm walking around, and all of a sudden, a shining Poochyena appears.
So it
And I
was
was
a
like,
brown.
I was like, oh, well, no, it was gold.
Yeah, brown gold. Yeah.
I was like,
Potato.
oh, cool. So then I was like, well, I can't use my champ because I'll fucking one hit him.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I switched over to my my Skarmory, who was like 5 levels under. So I was like, okay, at least he's, So I started doing my thing, cut, working down. I was like, all right, I got
Nickname your
this. mate.
Skarmory?
Huh?
Did you nickname your Skarmory?
No.
Oh, you should have named it Xerxes.
Why? Oh, Xerxes. Okay.
This is Xerxes.
I eat where Xerxes.
Sidecar Falcon.
No tangents.
Sidecar Falcon.
No tangents. Anyways, continue.
And then I just yelled at you. No tangents. Wasn't your fault.
Are you
Brandon,
gonna go to
sorry.
the name raider afterwards and change his name to
I
Xerxes?
might.
Yeah.
I might. See, I didn't nickname any of my Pokemon because I was gonna name them like Hod something. So it'd be like Hodbury.
No tangents. Focus
So-
on this Poochyena issue.
So I'm working on this Poochyena for like probably 5 minutes.
Okay.
Getting it down. And then this little motherfucker uses Roar. Because if I used any of my other Pokemon, they would have one-shotted him, like for sure.
Then why didn't you
So
just throw a ball?
yeah, that's what
I
I'm
tried.
thinking.
I kept trying. I kept throwing
Ultra
Ultra
Ball?
Balls at him, and he kept breaking out of it. And I was like, "You fuck!" There was nothing I could do.
Well, you've learned your lesson.
Did they have, or maybe that was after. They didn't have false swipe in.
They did.
They have false swipe in Gen 3?
Yep.
What's that?
False Swipe's a move that won't take the Pokemon any farther down than 1 HP.
You teach False Swipe.
I don't have it. So.
Yeah, if you teach False Swipe to a Pokemon.
Where do I get it? I want it.
I don't know exactly. You can Google that one. I'm pretty sure False Swipe exists in Gen 3.
Google.
But yeah, you teach it to a Pokemon that's like high level, and that way all you do, and then you just make sure you do your research on the Pokemon you're fighting. So you make sure that it doesn't have like takedown or anything that's going to damage it.
Yeah. See, whereas this Poochyena also had takedown.
Oh, see, yeah. So,
So
you shouldn't have
either
even
way-
you shouldn't even been like attacking it. You literally should have just been chucking balls at it and putting it to sleep, so that way it
No
can't
cuts.
roar at
See,
you.
I also had only had 20 balls on me.
Doesn't matter. It's shiny.
It's a shiny, man.
It's a shitty shiny, but it's a shiny.
I don't know, man. See, I was so.
Plus, you know what? I don't
disappointed.
even know why it's like a big deal. It's on a phone. Like
Yeah,
it's
no,
not even
it's-
like
you're-
it has
you're
any
you're
relevance.
emulating
Like if
it.
it was on an
know what?
actual game cartridge, it would
that-
make
yeah.
more.
You know what?
You're just emulating the game.
So now, here's what's gonna happen. Now is I'm gonna walk away. No.
You could actually like alter your emulator so every Pokemon shiny.
See, I couldn't I?
Yeah.
So
But
that doesn't. That makes it less.
I don't want to cheat.
That
I
makes
just
it
wanna
less
play through the
special.
game.
Yeah, but the fact it's on an emulator anyways makes it less special.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm doing my best. Okay.
So in other shiny news, I got my shiny Lugia that we were
No one
talking
cares.
about.
So.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
You know, you could get
no.
You could get an actual Pokemon game for like $20.
I know, and I'm going to now.
Oh, okay.
But I'm leading into this because Kat. No. I actually want to hear about your Lugia story because it was
Oh,
really funny.
yeah.
You were at my house Thursday night.
So our
recording
last
podcast.
last episode where I was like, oh yeah, I lost my shiny Lugia and I'm really pissed off about it and now I got to reclaim it. So like I go home that night and I'm just like, all right. And I sit down. It was like an hour after we finished recording and I like soft reset a couple times and like I wasn't paying attention while I was soft resetting and
Oh,
I kind of
no.
looked down
Yeah.
and he's on my screen and I'm like, this bitch, he just appears in front of me. And so I'm like, okay, this time I can't lose him. So I'm texting TJ. I'm like, yeah, look who just appeared. Like literally, you speak of the goddamn devil, and here he is. So I'm battling Lugia, and it's a nice fight, and we're fighting, and this asshole knows recover. So even if you knock his health down,
Yeah.
he's gonna keep healing up. And finally, I'm just like, after throwing 30 plus Ultra Balls at him, I'm just like, you know what? Time to Master Ball this thing. And the ball, like, it's the coolest animation throwing a Master Ball in Gen 2. You throw it, and all of a sudden it just goes like stars come around it, and it's like some sort of like mystical thing happening. Pretty much. It's like the heavens are calling out to you, and then like the ball just goes, do, click. And I'm just like, all right, shiny Lugia, let's go. So I've got that. And of course, as we talked about in Gen 2, if you have a shiny, it's like perfect IVs across the
Yep.
board. So I have like this perfect IV Lugia, and it's just
Not like now where you have to basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
where it's not shiny doesn't have any effect on how good
No.
the Pokemon's gonna be. So yeah, no,
So even that Poochyena might have been shit.
it would have probably been shit.
I mean, it was a.
It's gonna be a Mightyena, so yeah, it's gonna be shit. Yeah.
I'm not really that sad about the fact that I lost. But what did
It's like
happen?
it's like good Growlithe and Arcanine.
Yeah. But
It's
what
like a good version of them because they suck.
do they suck?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't
No,
know.
I'm just trying to piss off Garrett.
He's just pissing.
Fuck Garrett.
I'm just pissing off.
Fuck
Garrett.
you, Dark Runner.
Just like Charizard. Charizard is the worst possible fire type to pick for a starter
And
ever.
Machamp sucks. No, my Machamp actually sucks though in Gen 3. Man, it's bad.
My
Like,
Machamp in
it's
Gen
bad.
2 doesn't suck.
Yeah, my Gen 2 Machamp fucking one-shotted everything. But anyway. So, okay, here's what happened. And I'm really ashamed that this happened because the only time in Pokemon history a wild Pokemon KO'd me. It was bad.
No,
And I'm
wild Pokemon
embarrassed.
KO people all the time.
But I was really embarrassed by it because it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me explain what happened real quick. So, I was in Fiery Path
Okay.
trying to find a Machop.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize you could get Machop in Fiery Path until like
Yeah.
way later in the game. I don't want to talk about it.
It's like there's only like 3 Pokemon. No, there's like what, 4 Pokemon in Fiery Path?
Yeah.
No, maybe 5. Coughing,
One
Muck, Nummel, Torkoal,
Yep.
and then Machop.
Grimer.
No Grimer.
Isn't there Grimer?
It wouldn't be.
It's Grimer, not
It's
Muck.
Grimer, not Muck.
Oh yeah, sorry, Grimer, not Muck. I don't know why I said Muck.
The fuck Grimer. Shout out to an old meme. But so what happened was, I had my my Skarmory because I was trying to train him. But what had happened was, I had did a bunch of battling before that, and it was really stupid battling. So all my Pokemon were fainted because I was being really stupid and careless. So basically, all I had was my Skarmory, and it was like level 21 at the time, I think.
Okay.
So I'm coming through looking for a Machop, and I run into that big fucking turtle dude. How's his name?
Torkoal?
Torkoal.
Yeah.
I run into one of them, and he was level 32, and I went, uh-oh. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll run away. Couldn't run away. So I had 2 super potions left because I was
level
being
32.
He was level
Where
32.
were you?
Fiery Path. I've never run into one that was that high of level before.
That's crazy.
It's never happened since. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, what the fuck is my life right now? So maybe it wasn't Jagged Pass I ran into it. Maybe it wasn't Fire Pass. I ran into it somewhere. I don't remember where it was.
Okay.
But I was doing something specific,
Trying to
but
think where else you can find
I was
Torkoal.
being really, really careless. And basically I was like, okay, so I'm trying to kill this thing with Skarmory.
Right.
And at that point, I didn't have Aerial Ace for it, which I have now, and it one-shots everything. I also didn't have Fly, and I didn't have Air Cutter. Or Steel Wing. All I had was Cut, Fury Attack, Agility, and then...
Wait, you're still in Gen 3, so Air Cutter's still good on a Skarmory.
And I was like, shit.
Well, there's your issue. You should have just used agility really quickly and run away.
I kept using agility, and it wouldn't let me run away.
Because usually that's the issue is their speed. If it's higher than yours, you can't run away.
I was literally, and I was like, okay, it's a big giant turtle that's made out of coal. I'm pretty sure it's not that quick. I literally used agility until it wouldn't let me anymore. And I still couldn't get away from it. So I had to try and kill it, and it just kept fucking knocking my health down until finally I was dead, and I was like, what is my life right now? Then I tried to catch it, and it kept fucking breaking out of Ultra Balls.
Yep.
Oh my god. And then I whited out, and I was like, first time in Pokemon history I've ever been whited out by a wild Pokemon, and it was a fucking turtle. Like, I was like, wow.
It's a
I
fire
suck.
turtle.
So yeah, I'm very scarred for life, but something I want to talk about before we get into our Nintendo Direct discussions, I need to thank Mr. Brandon Bowden, because he did something really cool the other day. Do you know what it was?
Yeah, I let you take the 2DS.
Yeah.
Slice of bread
So
edition.
DJ has a 2DS now.
The
Slice
Wonder
of
Bread
bread,
edition.
Slice of life.
Yay. And the coolest...
I got a lot of hours on that thing. It did really well for me. So now what's your next game?
Well, I also need to thank Kaz, because here's the thing with me is I'm the cheap gamer, but I'm also a mooch. So my friends just give me cool stuff because I suck.
We should start calling you the Goodwill Gamer.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, the Goodwill. Okay, hang on, I gotta make note for that for a meme.
The Goodwill Gamer.
The Goodwill
Just TJ's face on a Goodwill box. Bring your old video games here. Feed me.
Feed me games.
TJ's just sitting on the side of the road. All donations accepted. Ma, ma, ma.
Because I'm picturing the memes. That's why I'm laughing so.
Is that a YouTube channel yet? You should start that YouTube channel.
It's gonna be. That's my new thing. Now,
Goodwill Gamer.
Now I got to change it from cheap game channels to Goodwill.
The Goodwill Games. The Goodwill Gamer.
Because I don't want to always take stuff from my friends. But I always appreciate it, and I do appreciate it. It's my birthday, so I guess technically, But anyway,
Close
so
enough.
yeah, it's gonna be Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Nope, wrong.
What?
It's not a link.
Oh,
to
A Link Between Worlds. Sorry.
No, wrong.
I was gonna
to the
say,
past.
those are two different eras.
Yeah, no, it's A Link Between Worlds.
It's time for a
Excuse me.
sexy correction. Boom.
And no. Well, our new producer's a dick, so I don't want him to correct anything. But put up with him. But anyway, so yeah, I'm really excited about that. And then also, obviously, I'm gonna get Pokemon, but I might skip Gen 4. Me and Brandon were talking about this the other night. I might skip Gen 4.
Here's what you do.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Diamond, Pearl,
Yeah, platinum.
Platinum. Okay, if you can find a good deal on Platinum.
Might get
Platinum's
Platinum.
expensive.
Yeah, it's an expensive one. I own 2 copies of it, and I've lost one of them, and I'm very upset about it.
Now, if you want, again, it's going to be expensive, but if you do have extra cash and you want to play a Gen 4 game, even though it's not technically a Gen 4 game, Heart Gold or Soul Silver.
Okay,
That's Gen 2, Gen 4.
Yeah, it's Gen 2. It's the Gen 2 remake. So
because Gen
it's
2's I think it's my favorite generation so far.
And Heart Gold and Soul Silver is amazing.
that's where the Pokemon's always following you.
It's following you.
Okay,
It's,
so that's what I want.
it's
I want that.
incredible.
Yeah, I want Heart Gold then.
If you
Yeah,
find,
or
if
Heart
you
Silver.
even find a loose cartridge, just buy the cartridge.
Just get the cartridge.
It is not cheap. Goodwill, man.
It is one of the most expensive
Fuck.
Pokemon games.
So if anyone out there has it and they want to give it to me,
yeah, good luck. If anyone else
P.O.
has it
box.
out there and they want to make a
No,
quick
now-
80
now I
bucks,
need a
I'll buy
P.O.
it off.
Now
Now you need a P.O. box so people can send you their junk.
Send me your junk. I'll take it all.
But
take it all.
if you are going to skip it altogether,
I'm probably gonna just look for
Yeah,
Heart
but
Gold then, or Heart
black
Silver.
and white are decently priced.
Yep. Black and White's good. Black and White
X and Y
2.
are cheap.
I'm really excited to play X and Y now.
Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire are pretty cheap right now. Sun and Moon is even really
So
cheap
is that
right now.
Gen? What are we on now? We're on Gen 7 right now, right?
Yeah.
Sun and Moon,
So
Gen 7. Yeah.
Sun and Moon is Gen 7. X and Y are Gen 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Gen 5 is
Black and White.
Black and White. Okay, cool.
And then if you're going to play Black and White, also play Black 2 or White 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
You need that
actually
continuation
interconnect.
of the story.
You
I
can
have
actually-
a lot of games to play.
There's a
but
lot.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because you know how all the Pokemon regions are based off of actual places, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the difference between Black and White is they're based in Unova, which is actually not based in all the games so far. So Kanto's based off of a region in Japan, so is Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh.
Yeah.
Unova's based on New York.
Really?
It's actually based on the United States.
Yeah,
That's sick.
it's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Then obviously
It's like the most Americanized version.
Alola's Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
And then
And what's Kalos?
Kalos,
Kalos
is France.
is France. That's right. It's
Kalos
Europe.
is based off France.
That's
and
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I'm excited as fuck.
But yeah, so Unova's based in is the United States. It's their take on the United States. It's the best story because
And it's like I was telling you. I don't know. I told you how Gen 5 is like it's all just Gen 5 Pokemon. Like there's no like the whole story. You like eventually you can find other Pokemon.
Yeah.
But up until you get to you beat the game and everything, it's not like it's all just new Pokemon for you to explore. You don't get to find your old favorites or anything like that. You get to try out all
That's
the new
Gen
Pokemon.
5.
That's Gen 5.
So
for
is
you.
that's not X and Y though?
No, that's
that's
Black
fine.
and White.
It's-
Okay. Because can I still get what's the main good fighting type for that thing? As long as I get a fighting type, I'm happy.
Fighting type for Gen 5, it's Timber, right? Right off the beginning, you can
Timber,
get Timber.
yeah, you can
and
get
then
Timber.
Timber's
There's-
like your new Machop.
oh,
where he's
Scrafty. Scrafty's my
there's
favorite fighting
Scrafty,
type.
and then
Okay,
there's
cool.
also
Scrafty.
two. There's if you,
Scrafty.
I think it's in black. You can get Sock,
and
who's
throw.
amazing,
Sock
but
and throw.
throw's terrible. Don't
Yeah.
use Throw.
Sock's
just Sock.
good.
Sock's really good. He's a
Because I
single.
really I'm really excited to play X and Y because of one of my new favorite Pokemon, which is the Stonehenge dude.
Golurk.
The Stonehenge dude.
You mean like Golurk and Golett and Golurk?
no.
No, the
Stonehenge.
sword.
Oh
dude.
no, Honedge.
Oh,
not
Honedge.
Honedge, Stonehenge.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Honedge. I'm really excited to play just because I like the way he looks, and I know I'm gonna like.
Have you seen the evolution yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
looks badass.
Let's say he goes from one sword to two swords
and then to a
to
sword.
sword and shield.
Also
And I'm
get
like,
it.
fuck
Also in Gen 6, make sure you catch a Flabebe.
A Flabebe.
Yeah.
They're fucking awesome.
A flay,
That's where
baby.
they
It's
introduce the fairy
it's a little fairy on a flower, and you'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" It's a beast.
It's one of my favorite Pokemon.
Florges is a beast.
Yeah.
It's a special defense monster.
And you run into them right at the beginning of the game, and they have the most annoying cry when you run into them. No, it's just like
Also, you have to realize there's a physical the special physical split in anything past Gen 3.
Christ.
There's a split now in moves. So right now, what happens is, so the way you're playing Emerald right now. So things like fire, water, grass, electric, ice, dragon, dark, and psychic. It doesn't matter what the move is; those are all special moves. While the rest are physical. Now, when you go to Gen 4, anything past Gen 3, there's physical special splits with any type of move.
So like say
So,
what would like a seismic toss be?
Seismic toss is
Still
physical, yeah.
physical,
But then now there's special fighting moves now.
like
though.
Focus Blast.
Focus Blast is a special fighting move.
So if you're fighting, so you might have a Pokemon that can like, it's not even just for the fighting types, but like let's say you have like a Pokemon that is all special attack, but you want to give it such a move set, you want to set it up so it can cover all bases.
So if you go against like a ghost type or something.
Yeah,
you
so like
can't
that,
hit.
or like something like that. Like so,
Okay.
you can teach it different moves, and then like they put these moves in, so you can basically well round your Pokemon out for like just battling and everything. So
Like
there's
right
a lot of
now,
good
like
stuff.
that's why ghost types kind of sucked for a while in Pokemon
Yeah.
because most ghosts hadn't have either have good physical attack or good special attack,
Yeah.
and ghosts was all physical. Right? So,
like
but
one
like the move,
move.
like you're playing Gen 3, so if your Pokemon knows Bite, that's technically a special move.
Yes,
because
I'm
it's dark.
discovering that. Yeah.
And now Gen 4, Bite, something like Bite or
It's
Crunch
physical and
will
special.
be physical.
Okay. That's
So you're
cool.
gonna so just you want to keep track of that kind of. It'll show you on the move
yeah.
list as well.
Because I'm trying to learn that more now. Because like as of right now, I'm just kind of sort of playing it and kind of trying to discover the Pokemon and stuff.
It's
but,
the easiest way to remember is in Gen 1s to 3, all the evolution types and Dragon are all special. The rest are physical.
Yeah. That is true.
okay, cool. Well, I'm excited. And then obviously I'm gonna get Majora's Mask as well. So that's cool. I'm really excited.
TJ,
about that.
good.
Yes.
You're not gonna learn to read all over again.
No.
Oh.
I mean, I might like drink a lot and then like block out and like smash my head off something and then I'll have to learn to read again. So I'll play Legend of Zelda again.
There you go.
Yeah. So before we get into our Nintendo Direct again, Kaz, anything new and exciting?
Nah.
To talk about? No, is it?
I'm good. Let's get only this Nintendo Direct is new and exciting.
Okay, cool. So before we talk about that, we're gonna take a minute to talk about our good friend, Mr. Jason Reese from Jaybird Digital Arts. Okay, guys, so we're gonna take a quick second to give a much-needed shout out to our good friend, Mr. Jason Reese from Jaybird Digital Arts. Whether you guys need t-shirts, logos, business cards, phone manipulation, custom art, anything like that, Jason is your guy.
You've seen our logo. You've seen how awesome it is. Hit him up today by going to www.jaybirddigitalarts.com. That is JAYBIRD digitalarts.com. Go there right now.
Right now, guys. Just pause the podcast.
Jaybird Digital Arts.
Digital Arts. All right, we're back. We are at our main attraction for today's podcast. We had a lot of catching up to do, so it is what it is. But I'm excited because Nintendo Direct was actually on the 13th of last week, so it was the night we were actually recording our podcast, and it sucked just because of timing.
Yeah, we basically obviously the tail end of our podcast was the beginning of Nintendo Direct because
we talked
my
about
phone literally buzzes and I look down and you heard it. You heard the excitement that just shot through the mic.
Oh, dude, it was
oh my god, TJ! Oh my god!
Because we were both really tired.
Luigi's
for the first,
Mansion.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Pro released, completely made out of cardboard.
No! Also with 3G and LTE. No! I mean, wait, what?
It's a Wi-Fi box, literally cardboard, and it has Wi-Fi.
We also took the screen away for the Switch.
It's also made out of cardboard now.
It's just a picture. It's a poorly drawn picture of Mario and Link. Look, it's Super Smash Bros. Labo. With one stage and two characters. Who's winning? I don't know.
Who cares?
Who cares? Let's
It's
light this on fire. Yep. It's terrible.
That's cool, but it was a really cool thing for me because I didn't really... Not that I didn't care about the Nintendo Directs, because I did, but I didn't have a Switch. I didn't have a 3DS.
You have a Wii U.
That's true, actually. But I didn't really. I was
but when you know
whatever.
people who
You have a 2DS now. They're still releasing a little couple things for 3DS.
Yeah,
and that's why I was so excited because the only time I would really watch them is to quote unquote report on them.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. But so for
You
me,
could resolve this whole issue just by buying a Switch.
and, hey, listen. Last night we're watching. Sam was kind of watching the Nintendo Direct
these
with me,
tangents are
and
terrible
she saw me.
today.
We're talking about the
Tangents.
Fuck off. X Tangent King. But we were watching the Nintendo Direct, and Sam was kind of watching with me, and she was kind of she didn't really get the Switch. She was kind of it just seems kind of silly. And then she saw the new Pokemon one.
How do you not get the Switch? Do you not get Jesus?
No, it was more because she's it's a handheld that's also
It's both.
And then she saw
It's
the
both
she saw
parts
the
of
Eevee
sex.
one, and she was like, "Oh my god, that's amazing!" And I'm like,
It's like getting both sex at the same time.
No, wait a minute. There's
getting
two kinds of
oral
sex.
and wait, what? What?
This is news to me.
This is news to me.
It's like double penetration.
So now you know to get a Switch.
Yes.
And yeah. So where are we starting
So
off
there was,
today? What
there's,
do you
I
wanna-
literally have
You've got a list.
look at my notes.
You
Like, this
basically
is
have the whole
ridiculous.
Nintendo Direct right there in your own writing.
I do.
Which
So
is great.
I guess we'll literally just start at the top and we'll work down. So I watched the whole thing. I think you watched the whole
Yep,
thing too,
I
guys,
did.
and then you watched kind of your highlights.
I
So
was
you
looking
can-
for what I was looking for. There's a lot of stuff that comes out on the Switch. I only had time for what I had time for that day.
Oh, for sure. But so I'll just kind of go through my list.
Okay.
And then we'll just kind of, we'll break it down and we'll dissect and so forth as we choose. So, of course, the first thing, the biggest thing to me
To you.
that they were
personally.
really talking about
What did you
was
prefer?
Luigi's Mansion.
We just mentioned 3.
3, excuse me. Yes, 3. Looks amazing.
Yes, I'm actually on that topic. I'm very happy that Nintendo is focusing their efforts towards game series that they have kind of neglected over the past 18 years or 14 years or whatever.
I need to ask a question.
Yeah,
This is the third one. I don't know what system the second one came out on.
3DS.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Dark Moon.
Okay.
It's really good. It actually
It was never a game series I followed.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I was
Yeah.
interested.
No. But I'm really excited about it. I hope what it does, what they're doing, this Nintendo Direct was for me better than their E3 even. And
It was,
so
man.
much
It
more
was so
content
good.
than E3. and I just thought like 100% when they're like bringing Luigi's Mansion back now, I want them to basically be going back into their old genres, maybe retouching on like not just like GameCube, but like everything that they've done in the past that's right about their games. And now that they're focusing more on a game series that really hasn't gotten a lot of love, it's gotten 2 actual full games in the franchise.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that to me is a big deal when they like and to see the community of it, like the excitement that came out of that when that was announced.
Man.
Like,
People are
were
so
losing
hyped.
it. It was like, oh my gosh, like this game is going to be amazing. Blah blah blah. I love how people were like saying like, oh my gosh, they even teased this in the Smash Ultimate trailer about like Luigi being in a mansion again, and like when they introduced the Castlevania characters on the Smash, I thought that was hilarious. And yeah, so now what I'm really hoping for this game is it looks really interesting because if you've seen the picture of what the mansion design looks like. Did you see it?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
It
in the
looks
background, how it's
Yeah.
like this just giant tower. It's like this crazy mansion. I'm hoping for that to be good. Not to like jump ahead to anything else, but I also am hoping for what they're doing with Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS, which we'll get to later.
Well, actually, I just figured it. Let's talk about it right now.
Okay,
because we're
so
on
yeah,
the topic,
so they're
might as well
also
talk about it.
in like the true spirit of Nintendo to get you pumped up for Luigi's Mansion 3. They're releasing Luigi's Mansion 1, and not to go off on a tangent about that, but yes, so what they're doing is they're re-releasing Luigi's Mansion 1 for GameCube. It looks amazing. It's going to be great. I'm hoping it's
for the 3DS, but
yes,
it's on.
and it's amazing that game's coming out. They're still using the 3DS. But yeah, so they're also offering a special new mode, which is co-op. So if you and your friend both own Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS, you can both play co-op. So that's something I'm hoping they implement into Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, for sure.
Because if they do that, I think that would be fun.
I can see them doing that. Like I think it's going to be silly not to.
Yeah, and I'm hoping like the one thing that they seem to cliche with Nintendo games is there's always like, which isn't a bad thing, but the one thing they always seem to do with these games is they always seem to kind of focus on the same sort of run through the mansion or run through these levels and you get to the end and then you fight the main villain. I hope they kind of come up with a new villain for this game and a new purpose. Like I'm kind of like over the whole Mario getting taken by ghosts and having to fight King Boo. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert for those who don't know, but King Boo is been the boss of the last 2 games.
I didn't know that, but I assumed.
Yeah, but like that's the sad thing is the first game it was a great twist because the way you think it's going, you don't think it's King Boo, you think it's Bowser, and then it turns out to be King Boo, and you're like, oh, okay. Where in Dark Moon, kind of right away, if you've played the first game, you know it's King Boo. They kind of hint at it right at the beginning of the game. Oh, this evil ghost is back, and he's trying to, yeah. So I'm hoping that changes, and if they do co-op, what I'm hoping for is either they get another character that can follow Luigi around, so it's not 2 Luigis.
That's I'm as well.
But
I'm
like
really
maybe
hoping
like get a
that too.
Toad or something, or Professor Egad. That'd be a fun one. He's following you around, or like anything like that. That's what I'm kind of looking for. But I can't see this game being bad. And the other thing I want them to do is bring any of the mechanics from Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon into Luigi's Mansion 3, like all the mechanics from that.
So what was like just kind of briefly touching on what was a little different about it? Like I know there were some big differences, but like as far as because like the whole concept behind Luigi's Mansion is you shine your light on the ghost,
Right.
and then you can suck it up with a vacuum.
Yep.
And you take its health down.
Yeah,
and
so the
that's-
first game
So
is-
basically, it's Luigi sucking off ghosts. That's what's.
Well, the first
I had to
game,
suck it out with a hose.
the first game was like really hard for controls. I don't want to get into it, but it was just like, it was really difficult for controls. So I'm hoping that they've kind of fixed that in the 3DS version.
I feel like that's a lot of older games had really like funky
Yeah,
controls.
but it's still very playable. It was just very difficult, like to get used to the controls. But once you got used to them, and there was also like options to, make it easier for you to play. So like you could change the control style. So if you want to move Luigi left to right, or you want to give him the full access, and I found the left to right way worked a lot better because you could just point your light and you could just walk back and forth. So anyways, but yeah, so I'm hoping that is they've fixed that. But the good thing about Luigi's Mansion 2 was they gave you more aim. Like they allowed you to aim better. Your light wasn't always on. You got to like charge your light up to find ghosts. So you could like hold the A button down and it would like charge your light and then flash like a strobe, and it would startle the ghosts. And then the actual vacuuming mechanic was kind of fixed too, with how you got ghosts into your whatever
Sack.
your vacuum, your
I'm
poltergust.
sorry, I'm trying not to, but it's too
So-
easy.
But yeah, other than that, that was Luigi's Mansion. It's obviously going to be great because the last two have been very fun,
And it looks amazing.
and it's a great series
yeah.
for Luigi. Like it's perfect. So,
I would like to see, because the whole point of Luigi's Mansion is he's a coward, but then at the end he kind of
he's not really a coward. He's just like
He's scared all the
he's
time.
He's very cautious about everything. That's just Luigi, right? And
I
he
want
still
that,
goes in
yeah.
and he still fights the ghosts and he gets them and everything. But
You know
he's
what'd
very
be really
very
cool-
cautious.
You know what'd be really cool for the co-op thing is if your co-op partner, like I want to see a new character. I want to see a new co-op character. I don't know what they could do.
They should put Waluigi in, and you have to go find
Oh my
Wario.
God,
instead.
that would be
Waluigi's Mansion, the
hilarious.
expansion pack. There you go.
DLC, bitch.
Yeah.
DLC. Anyway, but I think it would be cool to have like Daisy or someone.
I guess so.
Throw a girl in there.
Yeah.
I'm all about the girls.
Or you have to save all of the Mushroom Kingdom people, not just Mario.
That'd be cool too.
That'd be cool too.
I want to see something a little different.
Like Bowser's stuck in there, and you have to go save Bowser.
But I do-
and Paper
or-
Mario stuck in. No, I'm just joking.
Or you know what you could do is the first person you choose to save, can be your partner.
That'd be fun.
Boom.
But let's,
I just think it'd be cool.
Let's not do any hypotheticals yet. It's
Yeah,
still
no.
really early. Let's move on to.
But we'll move on. But I want to just as far as so Luigi's Mansion, the first one, it's coming to the 3DS October 12th, just in time for Halloween. So that's sick.
That's
and
nice.
then Luigi's Mansion 3, obviously not until
TBA.
2019.
TBA.
TBA. But 2019 is all they're really saying right now.
Total
Probably later
bitch
2019.
ass. TBA. All right.
So that's cool. So the next thing that we are going to talk about here today is actually a game that's being ported over, and that is Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn.
And that's all we need to talk about on that.
No,
I'm just joking. Okay.
Because
Bringing TJ Stutter
it
back.
looks
It's
really
not
nice.
Epic Yarn. It's something else. It's like
Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn.
extra epic.
That's what I
there
said.
we go. No, you said Epic Yarn.
No, I didn't. I said Extra Epic Yarn. You just weren't listening because you were talking
we'll
shit.
listen back on the playback. We are recording, so
I really do love those that art style though.
Yeah, I do too.
It's
It
nice.
looks so good.
That and
same-
like Yoshi's Woolly World.
yeah, and the Yoshi and the other Yoshi game too, the craft one that we'll obviously talk about in a bit too.
Talk
but-
about that a little bit.
Okay, it's fine. I can still talk.
We have a
about it now.
list.
Yeah, whatever.
Follow the
It's
list.
the genre.
Well, you know what? You just made a list.
All you have
Kaz.
to do is say, the Yoshi game we'll talk about in a bit.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's
But no, it's so it's
Hodder's
being-
all uptight.
I am because when I have a list, this is why I don't do lists because we got just a list.
No, it's
guys.
fine.
Oh
Keep
my
going.
God.
So talk
So-
about what you wanted.
Basically, it's being ported over from
Wii U.
Wii U.
Yeah.
I knew that, and it's cool because things are looking a little more refined. They did kind of say that there was going to be some new
They're updating it
mechanics,
a little bit. They're
but
gonna,
like
they're
they didn't really
putting,
talk about
like,
what.
Yeah, you get to play as your favorite characters from the
Yeah.
series, like
Hold on,
DDD.
they're porting this over to the Switch or the 3DS?
3DS.
3DS.
So you
excuse
get
me,
to
yes,
play
3DS.
you get to play as like DDD, Meta Knight, and special challenge modes, and all your favorite characters. Plus, they're adding like if you want a little bit more difficulty, they're adding this character in. So you'll run into him through the level, and he kind of just like appears, and he kind of makes it a little bit more trickier to get through like certain areas. And I don't know what his name is, but it looks pretty interesting.
That's the good thing about these old Wii U games is these Wii U games transfer really well
They do,
over to the
yeah.
3DS
Oh,
because it
yeah.
kind of, the gamepad, basically your bottom screen is basically your gamepad, while the
Exactly.
top screen is your main
Yeah.
screen, right?
It's perfect.
It is. I'm
And
really
it's
excited.
nice. And I
They
love
kind of like future-proofed their Wii U games
They
by
did.
having
I don't know if they did it
3DS.
on purpose. So that was really smart of them
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. Is that only the new 3DS or is that just 3DS?
I believe
it's all
from what I could
3DS.
tell, it's all.
Yeah, they
But-
don't seem to be like I'm still
Yeah,
like
they haven't really made
loving-
any exclusives for the
No,
new 3DS.
yeah. I'm just loving how they're still like bringing content to it. Like it's like they're like, hey, yeah, we're not the 3DS isn't dead yet, and it's like we're just making sure you guys are aware. Like that was the nice takeaway when they're like, hey, let's talk about new titles for the 3DS. I was like, oh, you're
So
still
it's not dead.
You're still doing that. Okay, I was just making
Because
sure.
they're still I
So
still
do
see kids
can we
playing
still get
it,
Ruby,
you know?
Sapphire, and Emerald remade from the GBA on that? Because that'd be nice. Because you've done everything else. So let's
Yeah,
get that. again.
that was the one thing that did confuse me. Just to go off a tangent real quick, that was one thing that did confuse me when I went on the eShop because I figured I'd find Emerald. I was going to just buy Emerald, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to just get rid of it on my phone and be like, oh, I'm going to buy Emerald. And it's not on there. And I was like,
They only have up
oh.
to Gen 2.
You can buy Crystal.
Crystal's good.
See, but
Crystal
I
Meth's
beat
on there.
Crystal, so I'm
You
like,
have
I
it
like
on an
Crystal Meth.
emulator.
So get it so we can trade, you Jeff.
Maybe I should do that so we
Yeah.
can trade. I don't know. Anyway, but then they have Fire Red, don't they? No,
No,
Fire
they
Red's
have
not
just
coming out.
Red.
Gen 3. That's still
gay.
Gen 3.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So
What they'll do when the next, when I'm assuming probably a little bit after we get the Switch games for Pokemon, that's when we'll see Gen 3 come on the 3DS.
Hopefully.
I would think. But usually when they do announce it, it's literally next day. Like literally when they announce that the emulators are coming, or not the emulators, but they're porting over the games, it's literally like, oh yeah, starting tomorrow, you can
There was
get
a
these
couple
games.
of those in
or it's
this
the day
as well,
or it's the
yeah.
day before the release of the Pokemon game sort of thing. It kind of coincides. So the fact that they haven't said anything yet doesn't surprise me, but
Yeah.
when they do say it, trust me, it'll
That's
be
gonna
like
be huge.
either next day or the day before, like Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do.
titles,
I'd like to see that happen. But
Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, the extra epic yarn game, whatever it's called, again, looks really good, and I'm excited because I've always liked Kirby. I've always liked Kirby games, and again, now that I have a 2DS, but we'll call it 3DS.
It's a 3D. It still
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
all the games.
I am really excited 'cause that's a game I might actually pick up. So that one's coming in 2019. I believe it was January, I think. I only wrote down 2019. I'm
Pretty
not
much
sure
any
why.
games they talk about now are going to be 2019.
It's
We
pretty
only
much
have
all
3 months.
2019.
We only have 3 months left of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not very far away.
No.
So that's cool. So the next one that they were talking about was one I didn't play any of them or any of the series, so I don't really know a lot about them. But that was Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story and Bowser Jr.'s Journey. Both of them are coming to the 3DS January 11th, 2019.
I think it's actually just one game.
Yeah, like it's like one game that's like kind of combining.
Okay, yeah, because they did that before. They
yeah.
just had one that came out where it was like Mario and Luigi plus Bowser's Minions, where it's like similar to the idea.
Yeah, basically
They're just
the
adding
Bowser's
onto a story now.
Bowser's,
so-
from what I got from it, Bowser Jr.'s Journey. Jesus Christ,
Holy
is
jumping.
base. Holy
Easy for you to say.
right?
Holy fuck.
It's not like I'm a podcast or anything. Basically, from what I gathered from the direct, which is my only complaint about them. Sometimes I find that I'm like, okay, so is it this or like? Sometimes I find they're not really extremely clear. With this, I was a little confused.
How does he snap his fingers like that? Click.
And it's like in post, but it seems like they're going to be two different games. Like they're going to be
usually-
in one, but
Yeah.
like it's almost like it's two separate
I
campaigns.
think all
from
it
what I
is
gathered.
it's just kind of going to be like the way I see it is, and I could be wrong too. You could be completely right. It might be two games, but the way I'm seeing it is they usually win because that's already been a game.
Yeah.
Bowser's Inside Story is already a game.
Oh, yeah,
so
for
what
sure,
I think
yeah.
it's going to be is I think they're just going to make that and they're just going to kind of tweak it and put Bowser Jr. story to kind of intertwine with it. So they'll kind of segue into each other.
kind of like what they did in Paper Mario.
Yeah,
with Peach's
that's
story.
and like
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi plus Bowser's Minion is just Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me on it. And then it's just adding
close
extra
enough.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be like that. But yeah, no, that'll be an interesting one for you to pick up too. RPG mechanics, and you'll like that.
Because I dig that.
Yeah, it looks
I'm
like
really
a
excited to
lot
play it.
of like since the original one. It looks like they've done a lot with it. I haven't actually played a lot of them, so.
I'm super excited.
So basically, this is like I feel like this is all like rooted from like the 7 stars.
it is.
Oh, it
yes,
is.
yeah, it is.
100%.
Which I
That's-
loved 7 stars.
They went in two
I've never played
directions. They went Paper Mario and Superstar Saga, and then Paper Mario kind of came back for Paper Jam, and so
But we don't talk about that here.
we don't talk about Paper Mario games here.
Yes. I want to see them remaster it for the 3DS. Anyway, that's another time for another podcast.
Those things will get remastered for the Switch.
Yeah,
See, but they should do it for the 3DS
Nope,
so
Switch.
you can play
Just
it.
buy the Switch.
just Switch.
You can sell your fiance on it. Just buy the
If
Switch.
someone wants to give me a Switch,
What's the next on
just
the
sell
list?
your
here?
Hashtag
just
Goodwill
sell your
Gaming.
fiance on it. All you need is clearance.
and it also needs to be on clearance. You guys can't see, but I just put both my arms in the air.
That's the Goodwill
What
gamer
up?
for you. Hey, I know I come into Goodwill every day here. Sir, this is a Salvation Army. Whatever. Do you have any Nintendo Switches? We never get Nintendo Switches. Ever.
I just need to put the be on
We do have an
clearance.
N64. I'll take it.
We do have a lot of Labos, but we don't have a Switch.
No!
TJ's just surrounded by Labos.
I'm going to build my own Labo. Fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, so the next game was actually one that I didn't really know was coming out. Apparently, they've been hyping it for like the whole year or something from what I saw online. But I didn't know it was happening, and I'm really fucking excited about it, even though I can't really play it. And that is Mega Man 11.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which-
You didn't know. You have a gaming.
I know,
podcast.
dude. I know. I'm sorry, but if I don't, here's the thing with me: if I don't have the system, I don't really pay attention. Now, however,
TJ
I'm
just
going to
doesn't
start
pay
paying more attention.
He never pays
Because
attention.
I don't have any consoles. No, because I'm going to start being better because I need to be better because I'm the coach of a gaming podcast who doesn't really pay attention to gaming news very much, and I suck. So I'm going to start being better.
Haven't you
Anyway.
noticed? Haven't you noticed they've been like, kind of like putting a lot of Mega Man stuff onto the Switch.
Let me rephrase
and shit.
what I
Like
just said.
all
It's
the
not that
Mega
I didn't
Mans?
notice. I didn't know there was a new one coming out. I
Yeah.
thought they were just remastering and reporting shit.
Looks like they're sticking to their Mega Man guns too. It doesn't look like they try to reinvent
Yeah.
the wheel with Mega
No,
Man.
at
either.
all. And what's really cool, so it marks not only the return of Mega Man, but also the 30th anniversary of the franchise, and it looks gorgeous.
Here's the thing about Mega Man. Okay, with Mega Man, you know how with every game there's like an era you want to forget about?
Yes.
I don't think Mega Man has that.
No.
The only one that people do kind of complain about, but it's only because it was so different from the originals, was Mega Man 64. I love Mega Man 64. And
Yeah,
so
but
did
I
a
think
lot of people.
Everything had that 64.
Yeah, when the 64 came out, it was just like, let's make a 3D platformer and let's make a wide range, and that's where everybody kind of went like, they either went, this is bullshit, or holy shit, if you were like us, you
Everybody
were like,
This is
Everybody was
bullshit.
touching themselves with some polygons, just like, 64
fighting
bit.
polygon team.
Fighting. Oh, you guys can't see it, but Gav's just jerking himself off.
That's not
Everybody,
true.
yeah, but everybody,
No comment on that.
everybody jerked it to 64-bit polygons back then. You can't give anybody grief for that. They had to try it.
Oh my gosh, look at Princess Zelda. She's so
Blocky.
polygonal.
So blocky.
Oh my god, her face looks like a hexagon, dude.
Dude, I can't do it. I gotta jerk it real quick to this
Man, I gotta stick it in her pentagon, if you know what I mean. Excuse me, sir?
That was very offensive, Kaz. We don't talk like that on this game, this podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just making
Yeah.
a polygon.
Oh, fuck. I'm shit. Ah.
Damn it!
Cuss! Oh,
shit,
no!
fuck. I want to talk about vaginas.
that flew.
Sorry, I just spit on you. I apologize.
No, it missed.
Wow,
but it,
things are
good.
just getting dirty here.
it went across the
It's
room.
getting real dirty on today's podcast. No, but what else is really cool about it is they're actually introducing. It still kind of has that old school charm, from what I could tell.
Yeah.
But they're introducing new mechanics like the double gear system.
Yeah, but that's
which
every
is really
Mega-
cool.
They always introduce something new with Mega
Yeah.
Man.
Well, on this, what's cool is double gear system. You have 3 different things it can do, and I'm sure they'll announce more as time goes on. But they were kind of briefly talking about it. Basically, you can either slow down time around you, which is really cool, but it speeds you up, which is awesome. You can have kind of temporarily have really powerful attacks, or you can basically save it and charge it up and use it like one really powerful attack when you really, really need it. Yeah. Which is awesome. And that's coming October 2nd, but the demo is out now for the Switch.
Happy
So that's cool.
birthday.
Yeah.
I get some Mega Man.
I was going to say, your birthday's October 2nd, right?
Yeah, I get Mega Man for my birthday. Cool. I'm
Yay.
down.
Mega Man.
Happy early birthday to Brandon. Yeah. So that's cool. And I'm excited because there are so many people who love the Mega Man series. Shout out to Dark
I've
Horse.
only ever played one Mega Man game.
Yeah.
Mega Man 2.
Yeah. See, I've only played the ones that
Mega Man.
Garrett's, that Dark Runner's ever had, which I believe is 2 and.
It's funny because I have about
other
4
one.
or 5 Mega Man games that I've only ever played 2.
Really?
Yeah, I got the collector's edition for GameCube they put out. I have Mega Man 2.
We should play them. What are we doing?
I had Mega Man X. I don't know where it is.
Mega Man X. The X-rated Mega Man game.
X-rated. No, X-rated was Mega Man 64 when he walks in on the girl changing and stares at her and goes, yes! Little pervert.
I don't see why that's. I don't understand why that's wrong.
As
TJ
he
will have to
walked
explain
in on a
that to me.
girl.
Well, I don't go in the outside world much, so
And of course, the next game that I want to touch on is actually one that I'm actually really excited to check out, and that's the Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle, which includes Final Fight, King of Dragons, Captain Commando, Knights of the Round, which I'm really excited to play because I played Knights of the Round a bit as a kid, and I'm really excited to play it again. And then Warriors of Fate.
Are these all like re-releases?
Yeah. So they're all from like
they're actually like most of them are just originally like arcade games, like
Yeah.
actual
Okay.
arcade games, like that
There's
were in
two- yeah.
arcades. Like none of them got released on consoles.
Yeah.
This is their
there's
first time.
two. There's two that
Yeah.
were, and that was
And these are
Armored
fighters
War-
or beat 'em ups?
Beat 'em up.
Okay.
Games. So one was Armored Warriors and Battle Circuit, which was just arcade games. So that's really fucking cool
kinda
that they're
neat,
doing
yeah.
that. So all great vintage beat 'em ups.
Isn't there
and
broccoli
then,
brawlers in there too, featuring Carrot Top?
haha. I was like, are you being serious? What's
Wait,
going
are
on
you
here?
being serious? I missed.
I was
this?
like, did I miss that?
oh my gosh, I
What are you
totally
talking-
want to play broccoli brawlers. The healthy choice for your children's video gaming needs.
So like, Capcom's cool.
They should make a VeggieTales fighter game.
Oh my god, VeggieTales fighter game. That would actually be really good.
That would be so good.
Super VeggieTale Brothers.
LOL.
Fight.
So obviously with this, there's obviously going to be co-op. You can use your Joy-Cons. That's cool. And this is actually all available for the Switch right now. As you guys listen to this podcast, it is available. I think it actually came out on the 18th. Doesn't matter because right now, as you listen to this podcast, it is available. So So that's fucking sweet. I'm
I
really
just want
excited.
them like on a Nintendo Direct. It's released right now. Shigeru, hit the button.
Hit the fucking button!
Oh, he's gone. Okay, it's released when he comes back from lunch.
When you go back from lunch, you will be able to buy it.
So on that note as well, they are releasing the NES controllers as well.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that. Those are cool looking.
Those are fucking sweet.
Oh
The
my
fact that
God.
They fully replaced the right and left Joy-Cons. It
And
looks
you
like you can attach them to the actual.
Well,
Yeah,
stick.
you
for
can. Yeah, they
charging.
are.
Yeah,
They're,
for charging, but still, yeah.
they're built like that. I don't know if they're gonna actually work for a like handheld mode.
don't-
That I don't think. But hey,
be
They're gonna be
cool.
tiny little NES controllers. It's so cool.
that's so cool. And obviously, like they're like you can use them with the NES games, and obviously with the Capcom bundle, obviously they'll work great for that. So that's really cool. I'm really excited about that.
No, that'll be cool. That was
sweet.
one of the cooler things I saw on the Direct. Is those controllers. I'm like, that's cool.
So you're gonna get them?
Yeah. Probably.
$80 down the drain.
There goes $80 again.
I just love.
the
I don't
shitter.
know. I just love the frickin' all the little accessories for the Switch. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think that it's something that, because again, it's cool when I like look at gaming stuff with Sam because having that perspective, because she's looking going, so they're like,
They're gonna look
they replaced,
stupid in handheld mode. but-
they released, like they replaced the little controllers that come with the Switch. Yeah, and she's like, that's sick. Why didn't they just release that to begin with? Why don't they just have bigger controllers?
They're
so
not
then-
going to be very.
Yeah.
They're not going to be very practical. Actually, in handheld
Yeah,
mode.
and that's what I was. And then she was kind of like, "Oh, okay, it's like if you use them with like say a new game for the Switch, it's gonna not really." Yeah. So it's cool sometimes having that outside perspective. But they look cool.
I'm not sure if they're going to have like the little L and R button on top. I'm
Yeah.
assuming they would,
Yeah.
but like. Yeah, because if they didn't, you'd lose a lot of use for actual like other gameplay on them, like Mario Kart or something.
This is true.
Because you need that L and R button on.
I
them.
think they'll have it. I think
Should.
so. They wouldn't design it to not have it. It'd be kind of pointless to spend $80 on a controller that's not fully functional.
Yeah, I bought $80 for controllers that only work with like the freaking virtual console games.
You can play Legend of Zelda, but that's pretty much it. What about Super Mario Bros? Yes,
Let's
but
not
we took
talk
the A
about
button
that.
away.
You can, but you can only do half the moves.
You can only do half them.
You can't really run
the moves.
anymore.
Hey, you could use it, but you can't throw anybody. You can't really punch anymore. It's fine.
It's kind of difficult to do, but
These are your classic Super Smash Brothers running away controllers. Just run away.
just run away from everybody. You can press one move.
We left the A button. You can jump.
This is what it would be like if people from Brooklyn designed Nintendo games.
You sound like Joe Pesci though.
Ghetto Nintendo Direct. All right, we got new stuff for the Switch.
This is the spaghetti for 3DS. What? It's my mom's spaghetti.
Spaghetti for 3DS.
All right, here we got Resolve Stain Cleaner. You get a lot of spaghetti sauce on your Switch controllers, just a little bit of Resolve. There we go. Resolve, you can get out of the back of my van for $24.99 a bottle.
My van's located on the Upper East Side. I know I don't live there. I'm from the Bronx, but this is just where the van's located. It broke down there a couple weeks ago.
Right
Haven't been
behind-
able to get it fixed.
Right behind Louie's Classic Pizzeria.
Oh, you know where the 3 hookers stand out there between 8 and 12? That's where I'm located. Conveniently.
Conveniently located between the 3 hookers. Oh god.
Oh,
But so
tangents.
that's cool. I'm really looking forward to that. So for those of you who may or may not be excited about this, there is a new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe coming out with 2 new characters. Because why not? Toadette, who turns into Peach, I guess.
Peachette turns into Peachette.
And then also the little burglar dude whose name I can't remember.
What's his name? Crap. He's got a
Crap.
good name. I like his name. He's good. He's good. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's
And
like,
he doesn't get damaged by enemies.
what is he? Is he like Rabbler or something like that?
Something
or
like that.
Hold on, what the hell are these?
New characters you can play as in Super Mario Bros. So like,
Oh,
you
okay.
can
Super
play as
Mario Bros.
Toadette.
U Deluxe.
but she turns
U
into-
Deluxe.
I'm thinking Smash in my head. I'm like, hold on, what?
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
okay.
basically like it's like the rehashed version of Super Mario Bros. That they've been rehashing for the past
like
10 years.
10 fucking
Yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah.
Like ever since they brought out Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, they were just like, it's just
Yeah. So it's cool, you know.
I think people have been waiting for it, and they actually, I'll give kudos to Nintendo on this one. They waited almost 2 years before they released it, instead of just going Super Mario Bros. Right at launch, and everybody's just like, "Great, you could have put all."
I mean, we're gonna buy it,
but like, this is great. Like, this is just great. Thank you so much, Nintendo, for putting so much effort into a game again, and not just rehashing it.
I could have just poured it over Mario Maker.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
They
right?
might as well have.
surprised they didn't.
I'm surprised they still
We just
haven't.
gave Nintendo an idea. Everybody, get down.
Shit.
Metroid Prime 4 has just been delayed for another year because of our.
It's okay, just play other M.
No.
Haha. We'll talk about that here on this podcast. So that's coming January 19th.
Sweet.
So that's cool. So, that's kind of cool, Co-op game, people can play with console
whatever,
gamers.
whatever.
They maybe live with or something. Yeah, that'd be cool. Cool. So obviously,
Maybe TJ will have a Switch by then? No?
Nah, probably not. Probably not.
So obviously, the Switch Online,
Online
new features,
play. Yes.
online play.
We all knew it was coming.
Yep, tons of free games as well.
That go live on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
The 18th it was? I'm pretty sure it was.
It's live now.
As you're listening to this, yes,
As you're
it's
listening to this,
live.
it is live.
Yes.
I think
Sorry, guys.
I think
looked up
it's.
the date.
I feel like it was Wednesday the 19th.
Is it the 19th?
Yeah,
I
I
can't
think
remember.
so.
I was either 18th or 19th. but
Either that
whatever.
or it was the 20th. I don't know.
18th, 19th.
No, I know
as
it
you
didn't go
guys listen
past
to
20.
this.
No, it didn't go past 20.
We're gonna look it up just to be.
We're gonna
just
just,
for the sake of
take a
just
little
so that we don't
moment
shoot
here.
ourselves in the fucking foot here. But either way, though, but the fact that you're gonna have all your virtual console games, like there's so many they announced, I couldn't even list them all.
It's gonna be so good. It's
So
gonna
that's
be
really, really
so
cool.
great. It's gonna be like.
So yeah,
super.
it definitely. As you guys listen to this, it is available because it started on the 18th. So that's cool.
So good.
So you'll have your online play, and it apparently they from what I can gather, it's like really fluid.
It's
and,
worth
works
it.
Really well.
It's $20.
Yeah.
We've already talked about that before.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Like seriously, just buy it. What are you gonna lose? Like
Yeah.
nothing. You're getting all this extra shit, and you're just helping improve our servers for gaming.
for sure, yeah. And
That's all it
one
is.
thing that we didn't talk about last week.
Price is really fair too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, $20
fuck yeah.
for a year. Oh hi, yeah. Hey Xbox, how much is it for your membership? It's only like $70.
I'm
right
sorry,
now.
they could have made it a lot more
Oh,
expensive.
yeah, they could have.
Yeah.
and
now
people
we're
still
paying.
would have paid for it.
You're gonna drop $20, and you're gonna get the whole NES collection, which is just like bam.
In 2
plus-
years, they could double the price, and I still would be okay. With
And
it.
yeah, and it'd still be worth it. Like, it's gonna be incredible. Like, I don't know. Like, I just think, and they also have other offers. Like, they're gonna be doing special offers coming soon. They haven't
Yeah.
they
They
haven't really
haven't
gotten
talked
there
about
yet.
it, yeah.
But they said they're gonna be special offers. The cloud.
So that's something
That's
I
a
wanted to
huge
talk
thing.
about because with the PlayStation 4 and the cloud and everything, don't get me wrong, it works good. But
It's not a lack
find
of
that,
two.
It works
It's
well.
not a lack of two that
It
store
works
stuff
well.
in its cloud.
but
It works well.
it works well.
PS4 cloud works good.
It works goddamn well, Garrett.
Cletus, where's the cloud? It's right up there. It's in that sky.
It
That's where I
works well.
stored my
You laugh.
save.
There's still people that probably think, "Wow, all my data is up there."
Oh yeah. So.
But what's cool is so like with the PS4 and that, like if say my PS4 console dies tomorrow,
yeah,
I can still get the data.
yeah.
They're doing the same thing, so that's cool.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's saved up there.
Saved up there and not there, cloud.
Also, I'm wondering if it's gonna allow us to free up space for game saves.
That's
Like,
what
if we
I'm
just
also
shove
assuming.
them into that thing, and then we don't take up extra.
We just put them up
space
in the cloud.
on our Switch, which does not have more than a terabyte on it.
Yeah, which is that it's cool. It's all good. And then obviously there as well, they have the smartphone app.
At least with the Switch, you can get just any SD card.
Yeah,
That's true. Just go
It's
buy
not
a
like the
micro
Vita.
SD card. Yeah.
yeah. And then they also have the.
I can only buy physical games for my Vita because of the freaking memory.
bullshit.
8 gigabytes of memory that comes with it.
My phone has more.
I
than
remember when I was a kid and my computer had 1 gigabyte.
But it's all the proprietary freaking things, and it costs like $50 just for 8 gigabytes. It's ridiculous.
no, Sony fucked up.
Sony.
That's the
fucked
only
up
thing
on
they
that
screwed
one.
up. If they didn't do that, they might have sold that thing a lot more of those things.
Yeah, probably. But then they also have the smartphone app for the Switch,
Right.
And it's going to be, and so they have the voice chat
That's
on there,
their
which
voice
is kinda
chat thing,
cool.
which is interesting. But you know what? If that's how they want to do voice chat, then I'll just call my friend on the phone.
Well,
Like,
that's kind
let's
of what
get
I was
real.
thinking,
Like, come on.
but
We'll
and
see
then
how it goes.
some games apparently going to have special features as well, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So that's out now, and then of course I know that this is a controversial subject in our roundtable here, but Pokemon Let's Go,
Pokemon, let's go fuck ourselves.
Pokemon
Wait.
Let's Go.
Yes.
Let's go
I'm-
fuck
I'm
ourselves.
on the fence about it currently.
For me,
It looks
and the
like
things I want to talk about,
it looks like trash.
looks wise, graphically,
Looks beautiful.
looks like a beautiful game. I'm really confused and concerned about how the game's going to go, but that's kind of neither here nor there, I guess. We'll see what happens.
As long as it
when it's
doesn't
released.
heavily rely on Pokemon Go and people can just enjoy the
Yeah.
goddamn
If it
game
relies
without
at all on Pokemon
If it
Go,
relies on Pokemon Go to even
I will buy a
progress the
copy just to
story,
burn it.
Yes, I'm sorry, but like if
And
they
we will
can,
put it on YouTube.
If they are smart about it and they're just like, hey, if you still play Pokemon Go and you want to have fun and you want to experience a little bit more, here you go. Like I'll be like, okay, that's cool. But if they take away the aspect of, okay, we're in Kanto. Finally, we're going to have a cool partner that's going to be super interactive and everything. We get to have fun with our partner. We get to finally fucking ride any Pokemon we want. Like, they're showing, like, riding a Rapidash, which I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I want a Rapidash now because I'm going to ride Rapidash around everywhere.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem safe either way.
It doesn't matter.
That horse is on fire.
Yeah, but you know what? If you watch the
That
anime,
horse
if
is
Rapidash
on
trusts you,
fire.
the fire doesn't hurt you.
That's true. I forgot about that.
That's
Yeah,
from
true.
the anime.
This horse
So
is
I'm
on
hoping that aspect's good,
fire.
and I don't really care if I gotta use the freaking Joy-Con to throw it, but I hope there's a way you can just like disable it, and they just let you tap A
I'm sure there will
and just
be.
chuck
like-
the ball. Because if
Yeah.
you have to freaking throw it, like that game's ruined.
Yeah.
That game is completely ruined if they do not give
agree.
you the option to just press
Listen
the
to these
button.
better Pokemon fans.
Like, and that's the other thing. I don't
Don't
like
make me
it from-
move, goddammit.
I don't like it from the trailer because I don't like how it's the same way to catch Pokemon as Pokemon Go. I still think there should be a battle aspect. You
Yeah.
should be weakening the Pokemon, not just, oh, I'm going to throw the Pokeball right now and bam, I just caught Lugia in one shot because I got an excellent curveball.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
stupid.
not- that's
no,
not
you're,
cool.
it should be RNG like it always has been.
Yeah. So I hope that they, have some options there to correct it and screw the Pokeball Plus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
One thing, no, that's okay. That's why, because you guys are the Pokemon guys.
Nintendo's
I'm
always
learning.
been so far ahead of the curve with gaming stuff and all that, but I think there's certain times when with your like legacy franchises that you need to stick to what's worked for a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think this is straying. This might be an experiment. This is straying really far from what Pokemon fans are used to, and I think that's why there's not a lot of. This is not as big as
No.
the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire release. This is not even as big as the Sun and Moon release. It's not. It's definitely not as big as the X and Y release. Those were huge.
Well, that's what one of their moves is that I've been saying from the beginning is what they should have done is if Pokemon's developed this much and they're this big and everything, and they already have another game in development, as they've said for like 2019, they're going to announce the actual mainstream series again. They're going to bring back the mainstream series, and Pokemon Let's Go is just a spin-off, which is like, thank God.
Which I'm fine with. If this is like under your same
Yeah.
if this is under the same thing of like Mystery Dungeon or this is a side spin-off
yeah.
peripheral game, then I'm fine with it.
And that's
Yeah.
what I'm hoping it is. And so, like, but what their smarter move would have been is to go, okay, here's Let's Go. It's coming out at the end of the year. And then just as they're about to release Let's Go, or even just like a little bit after at E3, they kind of just tease the new Pokemon game. Is it a new region? Are you just bringing a game back? Are you going to redo Gen 4? Just kind of tease something small. Just saying, like, there's still another Pokemon game here, guys. Don't worry. If you don't want Let's Go, we still got Pokemon Gen 7.2
If you don't want
or
Let's
Gen
Go,
8.
then let's go over here.
Let's go over into this direction. Pokemon
Haha.
Coliseum's getting a re-release. Like, thank you.
Yo, what would you even do?
I would cry a little bit inside.
But something that was kind of cool, at least from my point of view, that they were talking about was the secret techniques. So it's like your HM moves, but only your partner Pokemon can
all
learn
that tells
them.
me is I'm not allowed to put away my Eevee or Pikachu.
Yeah,
and
Pikachu
you're
is
not
stuck
gonna
to
be
your
able to-
shoulder. He's
yeah.
glued.
Yeah.
And that's neither here nor there. Like, if they're trying to sell it not having HM moves, hi, welcome
Yeah.
to Alola.
But
They got
guys-
rid of HM moves,
but-
and it worked perfectly. Thank you.
But guys, here's the thing though, is if you're looking at your Pokemon and you're petting it,
Oh, God.
and you're petting your Pokemon a certain way,
He's just not got
you'll
to Gen 6
change
yet,
their
where you
hair.
can pet your Pokemon and do that.
They already have the petting. You can pet your Pokemon
Yeah,
in
but
Gen
you
6.
can do it on the Switch.
You can pet your Pokemon for hours in Gen 6 just to make them gain more experience and do more stuff in battle to the point where they're literally like your best friend.
Yeah, it'll be like, oh,
yeah, but-
Venusaur got a critical
on the
hit because you
Switch.
love it so much.
Because you touched him in all his good
'Cause you
places.
touch it in really good
Literally.
places.
Yeah.
It's like Greninja loves you, so he turns around to look at you, and now he's going to kill everything on the battlefield just for your love.
Yeah, or they'll survive with 1 HP because they love you so much.
Yeah, they'll,
Really?
Like, it'll
Yeah.
be like a super effective hit, and you're just like, and the bar's going down, you're like, shit, and then all of a sudden it's just like, ding, and you're just like, and then it's just like a little heart comes out, and you're like, yeah, no,
That's my
no
boy.
revive for you, full restore, bitch.
Full restore, motherfucker. And the consoles look cool. I'll say that.
You know what? That's the one good
cool.
thing about it. If you're a Pokemon fan and you haven't bought a Switch, at least you get to buy that, and you get to have a nice Pokemon themed thing. Because as you know, I'm a Pokemon themed 3DS owner.
Yes.
And I love the Pokemon.
No,
themes.
not Kaz.
Here's a brown Joy-Con. Here's a shit-colored Joy-Con for you.
Or
Well,
a
that's a shit game.
piss-colored Joy-Con.
Depending on how your health is.
Whatever one you want.
How's your liver doing?
It depends. But yeah, so that's going to be coming
On the left, we have
November
the yellow
16th.
Joy-Con, or the healthy urine Joy-Con. On the right, we have the brown Joy-Con, or the you need to drink something Joy-Con.
So November 16th, that's coming out. Should be cool. We'll see. I don't know.
Should be something.
I'll buy it. I'll play it. But if it gets to the point where I'm like flicking my wrist like this,
I'm going to be listening to two guys in the game to get their report to see if I'm even going to get near buying it.
Yeah.
We'll make sure
review
we
it.
do a review.
Don't
of it,
worry.
for sure. We'll dedicate like an entire.
I'm pretty sure Nathaniel. Oh, Nathaniel's probably on the fence about it too. I think he's kind of on the fence. He doesn't want it either. But we'll have it. We'll figure it out.
We'll
Anyways,
talk about it for
yeah.
sure. So I want to briefly talk about Super Mario Party, the new one that's coming out for the Switch.
Okay. Seems brief enough, right? Next game.
Single player mode.
Oh, yeah.
is cool. Seems cool. New co-op stuff seems cool.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it'll be good.
they're going to be looks like they're going to kind of be trying some new things, some new
gonna
fun
be
characters.
it'll be good.
Be good. October 5th. So if you guys like
This
the Party
system,
series,
the
it's gonna
Switch
be
is
fun.
built for Mario Party.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's going to be. We're gonna
Play it
have
on your
Kaz,
TV,
We're
play
gonna
it on a
have Kaz's
counter.
birthday bash in October. Maybe Kaz and Brandon's birthday bash, and we'll have. We'll bring our Switches in, and then that way we can actually like have four.
We'll play some
player-
Mario Party, then we'll review it. What up?
Yeah. Live review Mario Party. Well, you know, I'm not really liking the fact that I'm getting my ass kicked here, but overall, just all you hear in the background. Kaz is breaking the switches. He's breaking my switch. Oh, fuck. You dick. Get the fuck out of here, Kaz. Fuck you. Just Mario Party ruined the podcast.
Mario Party has broken
The
up.
last episode is just Mario
Last
Party.
episode of Two Guys in the Game.
Yeah.
Mario Party.
No, I'd never do that.
Oh God.
But yeah, it
That's
looks
cool.
exciting.
So-
Over like, what, 100 games or whatever?
Yeah,
They said.
which it's cool.
You know what my favorite one is? Where they're all riding on the little kiddie tricycles trying to get to the finish line. And Mario's just like, oh, yeah. And you're like, that is not where you use your catchphrase,
Oh,
Mario.
yeah.
That is not where,
yeah.
and Luigi's like, it's Luigi time. And you're like, oh, God. And Peach is like, oh, yeah. You're like, fuck.
It's like feature riding something. Don't say, oh yeah, stop.
And Wario's on it.
Oh, yeah!
Wario's on it. Wah! It's a me, Wario. Look at my new bike. You're just like,
And Waluigi's like,
Waluigi's
"Wah."
knees are up to his ears.
Wah.
I can't hear anything.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be interesting. I
It
think
will be.
it'll probably be the best. The one game I am actually interested to play is that one where you put it on the table and it's like Toad's tank thing, and it's like connected to both
Yeah.
the systems.
Yeah.
That one I'm excited to try and play because I think it's going to be so challenging, but worth it just to see the technology where it's gone to that point where we can just plop two Switches together and play a game. That's the best. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. We definitely should play it though. We should like have a party.
Okay.
Play it. It'll be fun. But a game that they did kind of talk about. It's a working title, but it's a brand new RPG. Seems kind of cool.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And that's a Town,
Made
which is
by-
the working title.
Your favorite Pokemon company, Game Freak.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
that's why
basically-
I'm excited about it because
know
it's
that.
an RPG. It's made by the basically the father of Pokemon, which is Game Freak.
Maybe they'll get this game right.
And yeah,
Aha.
wait, what are you saying? Pokemon's bad?
Saying let's go Eevee and let's go Pikachu.
Oh
they
well, the
probably
Game
got
Freak's
wrong.
probably not even associated with that. Think about it. If Game Freak doesn't have their name on it, they're probably not associated
true.
with it. It's probably Niantic that's going to have their name on it. Just saying.
Throw it out the window.
If Game Freak
If Ni-
actually has their
if
name on
if I get Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and I see Niantic's name on there, my Switch is going out the window.
You're gonna see Niantic's name. But anyways. So So it looks really interesting. You just start off. Graphics look really cool. Just like little chibi
Yes, yeah.
characters, but you're just like, what is it? The synopsis is sort of like you don't know who
So
you
basically,
are. Or...
oh no. So basically, what it is
Oh, you
you're
live in
someone
an
from a
isolated
village
town.
Yeah, you live in a village. And you stay. The whole game takes place in this village, and basically you're defending this village from monsters that randomly appear.
Yeah, so you've lived in a quaint town your whole life. Nothing's gone wrong. Nothing bad's happened, and all of a sudden, giant beasts
Fucking
start
monsters
appearing,
show up.
and like Triforces start falling out of the sky, and these weird other monsters come in, and you start throwing balls at them to catch them, to tame them. And I don't know what it is.
and it's Pokemon.
And it's Poketown Zelda. Okay.
So basically, you fight these monsters. It seems like it's going to be somewhat turn-based combat, from what I can kind of sort
Hopefully.
of see.
No,
from it.
I think it's sort of going to be like
it's like real-time turn kind of
combat. Like it's more of a Final Fantasy 12 if
Yeah,
you've ever
yeah,
played
yeah.
that. It looks like that. But yeah, it looks really interesting. Town is just like its hypothetical name. It's just it's like untitled name sort of thing. As of now, title, that's what it's called. So it's not its official title. I'm sure it'll change into something better, like Uptown Funk or something like that.
Uptown Funk, I'll give it
Should
to
be
you.
a great
What?
name. Uptown
Rhythm and Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool.
So, but yeah, really interesting, and it's really cool to see Game Freak kind of like making another game for a change, and not like just like devoting it to Pokemon. So we'll get to see what they can do with their RPG strategy sort of.
It should be
deal.
cool. It looks like it's going to be a cool little game. So
Yeah.
we'll have to. We'll find out more on it. We'll be sure to let you guys know. Yoshi's Crafted World looks really cool.
Did you say Crafted World?
Crafted World
Oh, okay.
looks really good. Kind of like a feel-good platformer, fun game.
Nintendo really likes making artsy-fartsy Yoshi and Kirby games.
But it seems like cool mechanics, like nothing that's like hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
But like still looks really cool. A really beautiful looking game too.
Yeah, those games are
Looks
really well
beautiful.
done.
That construction paper really ties it all together.
It does.
So do those pipe cleaners.
But then Yoshi's like not made of a pipe cleaner. Like he's
he's almost made it of
3D.
like yarn or
It's
something.
like they're basing Nintendo Little Big Planet games.
basically
Yeah.
that's the best way to put it. There's also gonna be co-op too, which is cool. You know, that's gonna be cool. So that's spring 2019. That'll be coming out.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be fun. A lot of people are really excited about
I
it.
feel like by the time that comes, I'll forget about it.
Probably.
Yeah.
We won't let you forget it. I'll buy it for you. I'm like, here you go. Here's Yoshi.
You know, I don't know if I'm gonna like it because it's made of cardboard for most of the part, and you know how we feel about cardboard.
You know
on
how
this
we feel about
podcast.
cardboard on this podcast.
So,
but what we do feel good
you know
about.
what's gonna suck about
It's
that
Labo
game?
Mario. He's made of
Yeah, you know
cardboard
what's
in
gonna
this
suck about that
game.
game? I was just gonna say, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna be like, hey, you can play Yoshi's Crafted World, and here's a Labo expansion, and people
Fuck
are just,
off.
and then I'm just gonna go. Why do they keep trying to sell the Labo to us? Why the fuck do they keep trying to do this to us?
Stop trying to make the Labo happen, Nintendo.
It's not going to happen.
It's not happening. Stop it. Stop it.
Although it is happening, which is unfortunate.
But you know what else is happening? That's actually really cool.
What's up?
Is Starlink's Battle of Atlas exclusive mission with Fox,
That's the only.
Which you can't play
which I can't play
because you don't have a
But-
Switch.
But-
I mean, you could buy
It
it
looks
for
fucking sweet.
You could get it for another system and not get Fox.
I only want to play this mission because.
Oh well, then you need a Switch.
So did you see the trailer for it?
I saw it.
How fucking badass does Wolf look?
Wolf is so great.
Comes in,
oh
he's just
man, I
eating
miss
it.
meat from
I miss meat
Corneria.
from Corneria. It's like,
Spits the bug nut.
what?
The only thing about
Dude.
Starlink is the one thing I'm disappointed about is the only reason why they're like it's going to sell on the Switch is because of the Star Fox thing. The only reason why it's not going to sell on any other consoles is because of the Star Fox thing. So Nintendo
they've kinda
basically
fucked themselves.
Nintendo basically went fuck every other console. We win. And the other thing I don't like about Starlink is how they're trying to make amiibos for a game, and it's just like, okay, whoa, slow your roll there, Daddy-O. Like we already did amiibos, we've done Skylanders, we've done frickin' what is it? Disney's friggin' game where they have all the characters.
Disney on Ice?
And now
What?
they're trying to sell a spaceship game
Disney
where you
on
build
Tabletop Ice?
spaceships, and it's just like you
Out of
tap-
cardboard, it's the Labo expansion for Starlink.
Oh my god! Like I'm just like I'm sorry. That's the only thing that turns me off is like where you have to spend even more money on a game where it's like it's not valuable. Like Starlink is literally just gonna be.
It's gonna be like the Labo Light, where like it was the Star Fox or the Starlink expansion called with the new Labo Light, where it's literally a piece of paper and you have to make a paper airplane.
Oh my god! And you know what? And with a game like Starlink, why don't you just call it Star Fox, the Starlink Adventure,
See,
and put
this is
Link
what
in it?
This is what
we
pisses
need Link
me
in
off.
it.
No, that's what pisses me off. Where the fuck is the Star Fox game that looked like that did? Where the fuck is it?
Why
What
don't
are
they just
doing?
instead of making Starlink, they just make Star Fox a Starlink Adventure? Or something,
Or just don't make Starlink and
don't
make Star
call
Fox
it Starlink
instead.
because taking the part of Star Fox that's cool and taking the part of Legend of Zelda that's cool and putting them together does not work.
I just
Aha,
I don't know,
Starlink.
I just-
Starlink to the
yeah.
past, a new Foxy adventure featuring
new
Falco Lombardi,
featuring
the
Lisa
Ligma
Fox.
King.
Featuring Alicia Fox.
So yeah, so that's
I don't know. I want a Star Fox game.
well, you
That's
have to buy a
good.
Switch for that, and we've already been over this
Listen.
about 17 times.
Starlink will be close enough. Just buy a Switch.
Yay. Yay. So speaking of stuff coming for the Switch, Final Fantasy's Q.
Yes. Oh
That's
my
all I
gosh.
have to say.
So
That'll be
much,
weird.
so much ground for Final Fantasy there.
Yeah.
I mean, Final
you go.
Fantasy 7. Oh, I
can
don't
take
need
my
that.
list.
I don't need that. I am good. Final Fantasy 7. That's going to be amazing to play.
It's gonna be weird to play on.
It's gonna be interesting,
Nintendo
like, but I'm excited to play it because, like, I've always wanted to, like, I haven't played it since I was a kid, and I never really got through it because I didn't understand the mechanics back then. But now I understand RPG mechanics, so I'm excited to play that one. 9 should be interesting. It is 9, right? They skipped 8. I know there was like
Yes.
there was a lot of controversy about like where the fuck is 8, and everybody was like 8 shit, and then everybody was like getting at each other. So
Because 7, 8,
7, 8, 9. Oh, anyways,
that was
that
for
doesn't
Windows.
work.
Still
because-
better than 13.
Well, at least they're not
well.
re-releasing 13, so we don't have to worry about
I don't
that.
think that's going to happen anytime soon.
No, I don't think so. And yeah, so then we've got 9, we've got 10 and 10.2, which has already been remastered for PS3, PS4.
10
so.
and 10 too. Like, what did it call? Whatever.
Hey, you know what? 10 and 10.2, that's justified. 10 was amazing. Get off 10. And 10.2 was less amazing. And anyone who says, whoa, I like 10.2 better, go fuck yourself.
Get out.
Get out. 10.
I'll bury you
so
on
I
the
don't care
label.
if 10 was more boring because it had a little bit more of a chilled atmosphere and you got to actually think about your next move. 10.2 was much like 13, where the bar's going down. If you don't attack before the bar goes down, oh, your turn's over. But I was trying to think of something to do. Well, too late. Now you can't. So that, whatever. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, I'm excited about that one. 12. Solid game. Solid,
Yeah.
unique Final Fantasy game. Amazing. Really stoked for that one. And Crystal Chronicles, the
Yes.
big one.
That's the one that is like,
I'm not
people are
familiar
super
with
The
fucking hyped
hype.
about it.
Crystal Chronicles, the GameCube legend Final Fantasy game. And
Remastered coming to the Switch.
remastered HD 4-player
With
co-op
online.
with online play for
I
the
don't think
first
I've ever
time.
played a Final Fantasy game on a Nintendo console.
So yeah, well, they've never really had any mainstream ones.
No,
it's
like, I
always
played all the
Sony's
PlayStation-
always
yeah.
kind of had
It's
the
pretty much just
rights
Crystal
going
Chronicles.
up. Crystal Chronicles is literally it. They had a couple spin-off games that they got, like Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings, which was like
Yeah.
really fun. I enjoyed that one, but lots of people didn't like it because it was all touch-based because of the touchscreen. I thought it was amazing though. But yeah, no, like that's gonna be incredible for their sales. Like they're just gonna anybody who's like a Final Fantasy fan is just gonna be like, wait a minute, you're telling me I could put Final Fantasy X on a portable console that's not the PS Vita? I've got to get a Switch.
Oh my god.
You know, like no, that's the only downside is
My
they
poor
have
Vita.
they have released a lot of these on, unfortunately, like Final Fantasy X and X-2 were portable already, so there's not really a whole lot of selling for that game. But Final Fantasy VII, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like that's a big deal. Like that's where their fan base is going to come in and be like, yes,
7.
you made the original Final
That's
Fantasy.
why it's the best game ever.
Yeah. So
I am my own monster. Ugh. Ugh. Shouts to Newgrounds. But anyway, so yeah, it's cool. That's all coming 2019. And there's like a shitload of other games I couldn't even follow. I was like, I don't even know what's going on. There was like, we are announcing 40 more games. I was like, all right, whatever. I don't know.
Oh, they do that it's just like porting stuff over.
Yeah,
new
there's a
indie
lot of
titles,
porting the
yeah.
stuff over, so that'll be cool. By the way, shouts to our boy Larry from Just Larry, who was hyped as fuck about Crystal Chronicles, I believe it was.
oh yeah,
He was hyped as fuck. So that's all cool. Final Fantasy, definitely looking forward to that. We'll have to, maybe we have to play some Crystal Chronicles.
yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
If you get a Switch,
Maybe.
And you start streaming.
Haha.
Crystal Meth Chronicles.
We don't talk about streaming on this podcast, goddammit.
Unless it's involving your stream while you go into the bathroom.
Yes. We are a podcast. We do not stream. We also don't do fucking seasons, but that's another story for another
Sorry
time.
that you guys don't want to expand your fan base by doing some streaming. I'm sorry.
Because if we started streaming, we'd probably just stream. That's the issue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyways. So, the Smash Bros. Ultimate Bundle looks kind of cool.
That's not the one I
But,
want. Still not the
yeah.
one I want.
So what's one you want?
I don't know. Maybe this didn't even exist, and maybe it's just a figment of my imagination. I don't know. But I know the GameCube controller with the GameCube controller adapter to the Switch was in a bundle.
Yeah, you can just buy that. That's coming out again. They did that with Wii U, and they're doing
Yeah.
it again. But like,
I haven't seen
pre-order
it advertised anywhere,
Pre-order
though.
that shit though.
Yeah, they advertised it on this.
Yeah, they did. They advertised it on.
Say
the
if you would have
direct.
watched it, you would have done.
They said it's gonna be coming out soon. So like,
So the GameCube controller and the GameCube
no,
controller
just the
adapter.
game. I'm pretty sure
You
it's just
have to buy the GameCube controller separate.
the GameCube controller and the adapter come together.
I don't know. Maybe I just imagined
I don't know.
it
I
one
think
day.
I'm gonna probably. I don't care how much it costs. I'm gonna.
I'm
pre-order-
getting it,
I'm
but
pre-ordering
yeah.
2 of the controllers.
You're getting the bundle or the controller?
I'm gonna. Yes.
Yes. Stop asking confusing
So you're
questions.
buying another Switch.
I'm
is
getting
what you're saying.
confused by.
No,
your
I'm not getting the
questions.
bundle. Not,
Oh
not,
my
not, the,
God.
not the Switch. Not the Switch bundle. I'm
Well,
getting.
you're going to buy the controller.
I'm gonna.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
the control. I don't know if they're separate, but I know that the controller is coming out. I'm gonna get another one because you've seen mine.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
the
it's
one,
time.
and it's amazing. The cord on it. So I'm probably gonna try and pick up 2 of those. Plus, they kicked around for a long time after they sold them. Not a lot of people bought them because they were too short on the adapter. So what I recommend is get that pre-order in on that adapter if they're selling it. It's not a big deal if you don't get it though, because I'm pretty sure that they've already hammered that issue out. Most of the third-party companies that do technology, they already have it. They're just not as solid. But if you can get a Nintendo-made one, get it,
Yeah.
and then we're golden. As long as one of us gets it, we're golden because then we can play Smash with our GameCube controllers and it will be
any
amazing.
GameCube controller at that point. Yeah.
And then what do they need to do? Start re-releasing GameCube games because come on,
You got the GameCube controller for the
got
Switch.
that, and then but they got to make it more compatible and start re-releasing some N64 games again, as always.
N64.
But I don't think they want to go that direction, which I don't blame them. So
Probably not. I don't know, but it'll be interesting. So that's coming. And also, that does come with the full game, obviously, with the bundle.
And that's December.
And that's November 2nd.
November 7th. I thought it was December.
Yeah,
I thought it was December
November
7th.
Unless they
November-
said
wait,
December.
what?
It said. I'm pretty sure they said November 2nd.
for Smash, no. It's like December.
Sorry, maybe it was December.
December 7th or yeah.
I thought it
It's
said
definitely
November 2nd.
Definitely
now
Deck.
all of your dates are in doubt.
It's definitely
No,
Deca.
man.
It's not Nova. It's Deca.
They said on there it was November 2nd on the Direct. I'll pull up the Direct right
no,
now.
it's not coming out before. It's not going to come out before Pokemon. They'd lose too much money. They need Pokemon to come out first, then they can release Smash. It needs to go. Let's sell Pokemon, then let's sell Smash, then we'll make our money.
Okay, we're going to check that date, but...
It's definitely December 7th.
okay, I'd say December 7th then. I'm wrong. Let's
It's
just say I'm wrong.
Hundo Percento Por Favoro.
Hundo P.
December 7th.
And then I guess the only thing we're left to talk about before we wrap it up here today is Isabelle from Animal Crossing and Super Smash Bros. Because why not?
Yeah, Isabelle's joined the ranks. Interesting character,
not
but like,
Waluigi. Cause,
yeah, because who needs another Mario character in Super Mario Smash Brothers, right?
I'm just kind of like, okay, I guess, cool,
Well, you know
She-
what?
looks like she's
let's
gonna be like a counter
Let's
person.
just say that the fact that they're still introducing characters at this point is completely ridiculous. Like, I mean, like they've given us pretty
true,
much
yeah.
what we want. We have what we want. So, like, the fact that they're adding these little extra tidbit characters, it's not really going to hype anybody unless it's somebody big. So,
But it'll be cool though. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it to see what she's gonna be like. From what I can gather, it seems like she's gonna be a like a counter based character.
she'll be a fun little character to play. I think it'd be unique to try that out. But yeah, no, like I don't know who else you're gonna add at this point. Honestly, like what are they gonna do before they've just added everybody in the universe? Like,
Well, I feel like at this point, like just round it out. Like throw in whoever's left and just call it a fucking day.
throw in Danky Kang. He's a fusion between Sonic and Donkey Kong.
tanky king.
Danky Kang. He's collecting those rings, throwing them at bananas. You know how he goes. I'm Danky Kang.
You know how we do.
My mom was a hedgehog and my dad was a donkey. You mean a monkey? Whatever.
It's
Danky
very
Kang.
true.
Yeah. No, they have some interesting characters they could introduce, but
It should be cool. I don't know. Overall, I think it was a really good Nintendo Direct. I think that they
were very direct with the way that they were going on with
what
their Nintendo
was
stuff.
saying.
Nintendo.
Ha ha ha.
They have been Nintendoing a lot lately. I don't know if they intended to, but their intentions are very clear. They want to ninpress us. So, Ninten puns.
I was seeing how many more of those you had before.
I have so many. Don't even nintest me.
But at this time, I believe it is now time for some shout-outs.
Shoutouts initiating.
So obviously, we want to give a big shout-out to all of our buddies on the PodBeard Network. All those fun, wonderful people. I guess Hodder, the Hodder show, I guess, because why not? Obviously, Mike's Beers, Screw the Heel, Ryan Wood. I'm going to shout out to Dark Runner, Prog Rocker, and Manatine, and other people. All those fun peeps. I want to give a shout out, of course, to our buddies at the Drinks with Larry podcast. Always great podcast. You guys should check them out. They have a really cool episode coming up, actually, with Mr. Ken Shamrock. So that'll be really cool. Of course, I want to give a shout out to our buddies at the No Geeks Allowed podcast. We did not have anything to report on that, but there is something coming up for that very soon. We should be coming. Very much looking forward to that. Of course, I want to give a shout out to our buddy Josh from Still Loading podcast. Something really cool is coming up for that as well, which I will actually talk about next week. I'm gonna kind of hype it up a little bit. Hopefully he's okay with it, but I'm sure he will be. And of course, I want to give a shout out to the Amazing Nerd Show, amazing podcast. So check them out. They cover a lot of content. Give a shout out to the Bearded Geeks. Got a real nice beard down under. They're actually on a bit of a hiatus right now, but they should. I think as this drops, they should be coming back next week, I think, or the week after. Not sure, but definitely go
December
ahead and check them
7th,
out.
2018.
Okay, there you go. So that's Smash Bros. December 7th, 2018. So we hit a little bit of difficulties with that one there, but
No, we didn't have any difficulties.
I had
you had
difficulties.
difficulties.
So what the fuck is coming out November 2nd then? Something is. I saw the little thing pop up. Whatever. Anyway.
Fallout's in November, isn't it?
Fallout.
It's not Fallout.
Fallout.
It was on the Nintendo Direct. I saw it. Goddamn.
Fallout 76.
Doesn't matter. It's over.
Fallout 78.
It's done. I'm trying to do shoutouts. It's done. But yeah, and then of course I want to give a shout out. Actually, I want to give a proper shout out
Uh-oh.
that I tried to give last week.
So basically, all our shoutouts aren't proper.
No. Because I tried to give a shout out to this person last week,
Okay.
and it didn't really go the way I wanted it to. Just because of the mindset that we were both in. So I want to make sure I give her a proper shout out.
Oh, all right.
Because she's actually an audiobook narrator that was nice enough to comment on one of our things talking about what she was playing. And I want to give a proper shout out to her. It's Cassie McCallan. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Check out her website, cassiesvoice.com. She's just audiobook narrations and that kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. So definitely go ahead and check her out. Maybe give her a subscribe to her website or whatever if you want to check out some of the stuff that she has done.
Does she do just like? Does she like strictly do?
Well, I think
audiobooks?
she does like other voiceover work and stuff
okay.
too. So that's why I was like, hey, another voiceover person out there.
I
in
was
the
gonna
world.
say because I look for voiceover people from time to time with my work.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why I mainly wanted to give her a shout out because I know that you may or may not, need some voiceover people out there. She got a cool setup. So with what her,
Yeah,
her
if I ever
little
have any
studio.
voiceover work, maybe I'll look her up.
Yeah, cool. For sure. But shouts to her and shouts to Brandon. Thank you for coming on today. Seriously appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. And shouts to Kaz for being Kaz.
Mm-hmm.
And
I did pretty good. I didn't
Yes.
go off on a lot of tangents.
yeah, no, it was pretty good.
I think I was worse for that today.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. This is what happens. Last week I was horrible, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're
You
horrible.
were
You're horrible
terrible.
every week.
I'm just bad every week. I suck. I'm the worst. All right, everybody. I have been Hodder,
I've been Kaz.
And I've been Turd Ferguson.
and this has been Two Guys in a Game.
And Turd Ferguson.
Bye, everybody.
Last word.